Michigan winner and NASCAR Hall of Famer.
Well, this is the FireKeepers Casino 400 NASCAR Cup Series race from Michigan live reaction. So, yeah, guys. Originally, I was not planning on doing a live race reaction for today, but hey, we're going to be doing it today, guys. We're decided to change my mind and do it today. So, yep. And pre-race ceremonies are just now getting started. So.
Sunday, we celebrate that your spirit is poured out on all people. We thank you for the gift of today. We thank you for the opportunity to enjoy this race here at Michigan International Speedway. We ask a special blessing on our servicemen and women near and far. Keep them safe. Bless our wonderful fans here. Keep our drivers and teams safe as they compete for us today. We ask all these things with great faith, hope, and love. Amen. Here to perform the Canadian anthem, please welcome Michigan International Speedway's own Lisa Vasco.
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, with all of us command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free, from far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Here to record the Star Spangled Banner, please welcome from the United States Air Force Band of Mid-America, Staff Sergeant Malon Cameo Smart.
See by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad shines and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red light, the birds singing, came through the night. Their flag was lit. Oh, saviors and stars spangled banner yet waving o'er the land of the free and today's flyover by the Hooligans flight team. We're about to top 200 miles per hour. Command fire engines coming up here live on Drivebacks.
All right. I haven't really found out who my pick is to win this race. I know Ford has won 9 of the past 10 Michigan races, with the last non-Ford winner was literally Tyler Reddick last season. So it's gonna be a good one. Michigan has put on some good races the past 2 years. So Yeah, and the weather, I mean, looks great.
Subway's
So
protein-packed footlongs check all
yeah.
the boxes. Juicy chicken or layers of fresh sliced deli meats?
Go ahead and turn on the
Favorite Subway
live
sauces?
leaderboard.
Check. Plus, buy any footlong in the air, get another half off. Great deal? Check, check. Order now on the Subway app.
You can run the perfect race. Leading the pack on the final lap. And then, boom.
Yeah, that finish of the Daytona 500 for me was so heartbreaking.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life hurts your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Our nation is standing up for American workers, restoring the pride of making products here at home. That's what we do every day. We're America's beverage companies, making American products with American workers in America's hometowns, delivering brands that have been enjoyed for generations, creating good-paying jobs, the kind that require only a strong work ethic, because we believe in the promise of America and the people who make it great.
We're live in Michigan, the fastest track on NASCAR circuit. Chase Briscoe set a qualifying record.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe won 3 poles in a row.
95 miles per hour. We know in the draft they're going over 200, Corey. What are drivers thinking as they strap in this moment?
I love this shot. We ran over our shoulder, Chase Briscoe. He's smiling, he's shaking hands, kissing baby before the race. But they put the helmet on and they turn into killers. I absolutely love it. It gives me goosebumps just talking about it, Carl, because you know how much you have to focus here at Michigan. A very serious racetrack, and we're going to have some views just like this today. Watch the guys blinking. Bubba Wallace in practice blink. I counted about once per lap. Tons of focus, tons on the line. They're going to talk about it all day. A lot of speed here. Well, Carl, I blinked one time last year and ended up on my roof, so hopefully it doesn't happen here today. That's how fast things happen in Michigan. 200 miles an hour, 1 lap of concentration, and you're upside down.
Big wrecks, high speeds for the drivers, guys. It takes no fear. Let's send it up now to the booth with our fearless leaders, Steve Lazar, Dylan Moore Jr., and Adam Allison.
Thank you, Danielle. And you guys laid it out there. This place is all about speed. It's big, it's fast, it's wide open. The restarts here are outstanding. But if you're going to win today, Dan, you got to find some balance.
Absolutely. Drivers love downforce. It makes their cars comfortable through the corners. They want all of that they can get. But in Michigan, speed is king. Going fast in a straight line, you're going to need some of that as well. So the crew chief that gives their driver the perfect balance of that straight line speed and the downforce that you're going to need in the corner, that's what's going to help you win this race. Well, that question generates sleepless nights. And those sleepless nights are getting tougher because the summer is here, which means the playoffs are kind of right around the corner. They're looming. They're there. 9 drivers, they're highlighted because they've won. They're guaranteed to advance. When you look over at the cut line, only a couple points separating Bush from Reese. We saw how quickly the points could move just last week.
Here's the other thought on that. Qualifying today, the top 10 starters, 6 of them have not been to victory lane. So we can make that 9 winners this season 10, and that would change everything. Now we go with drivers to watch. Who do you have your eye on?
2 drivers right above that bubble at the cut line. Bowman, he's averaged a 24th finishing position at this racetrack. They had speed in practice. If somebody wins the race back there in points, he's on top of that cut line. He needs to have good runs today going forward. Also, Briscoe, 3 poles in a row. I mean, it's time to win, and he knows it. He wants to go to victory lane as soon as possible. We're talking about drivers back there at points. Brad Keselowski is barely in the points picture. 32nd. He told our guys yesterday in the pre-race, no chance. He makes enough points. It has to be a win. Why can't Brad go to victory lane? The first Michigan driver ever to do it. That's what he would become. He's finished second here 3 times. Second's getting old.
Let's talk about another driver for Michigan making headlines. Carson Hocevar, where does he fit in to the equation today?
Can he keep it going? That's my question. I know he's the topic of conversation around the choices he makes on the racetrack, but they've had real speed the last 2 weeks. Do they have it again today? It matters because Carson believes the answer is yes. He can keep it going. Let everyone else talk. He does his talking on the racetrack, both in shouting and in performance.
A runner-up last Sunday night at Nashville was Carson Hocevar. Let's go trackside and get the command.
Michigan International Speedway. Give a big NASCAR welcome to Kirby Joseph. By days of first team all-pro safety from your Detroit Lions. On today's Here's Hamlet's famous words of motorsports. Take it away from me. Hey, man, it's Super We out here, man. Hey, Michigan, well done. Hey, drivers, start, engine! Keep it fired up. Make sure everything's good, and then take cool.
That command, I felt like I was in the locker room. NASCAR ready to roll in Michigan. Race 1 already at this place. Comes your way next.
There's a place no map will show you. A secret spot. A high-performance hideout for cars that crave chaos. Who brakes? Check. Rotate.
Then you start third. Look, we'll see where last year's winner Reddick starts, and Bubba starts 9th. Tyler Reddick starts 12th.
Right back in your ride. Look like fun? It is. You in?
Hey, look at that. They got one of DirecTV's new genre packs. I think you mean genre packs. Yeah, that's what I said. Now they can pay less and pack just the TV they want. Pick the TV they want. Yeah, now you're getting the picture. I give up.
Ever since we hired Dale Jr. and I, huh? Breakfast has been moving fast. All right, looks like the paycheck's gonna serve. Let's drink. Go! Order for catering? Look, it's pancakes! Got it. Delivery catering.
Will you sell my pancakes?
I'm coming in fast. I'm coming in fast. I'm getting that. I'm getting that. I'm motion. I'm motion. I get in motion.
Welcome to more new ways to watch. A 5-race stretch only on Prime. More bright lights, more Nashville nights, more Motor City speed, more passion unleashed, more history made, more precision displayed, more moments you can't miss. And for the first time, only on Prime. Welcome to NASCAR.
When you hear that tune, you know it's almost time to go. Qualifying yesterday, Kyle Busch put her on the front row, Dale. All right, let's talk to him. Kyle Busch. This is the guy's booth. Got me? Yeah, whatever, got you. Man, we weren't
Yeah, Kyle Busch is starting second. How about that?
You've had a night to think about it. What kind of Chevrolet you got to take?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, obviously, it's got some speed. You know,
It's really good.
Keep the grip in it in order to keep the confidence in driving over it. That's what we got.
got to work on, that's the deal. But being out here in some cleaner air, hopefully this BetMGM Chevrolet likes that. And we can carry some track position here to, have a great day today, right?
Yeah, that's right, man. You're right on top of that bubble at the cut line. You can watch the points today. Do you worry about the points at all?
Yeah, you're always worried about points, right? That's what we all race for. We're going to race for the points because that's what we're going to stack up with. The pay window opens as the year ends, let's say, right? So, having good stages certainly sets you up for better points today. We'd love to have some points from the stages, and then even better yet, trying to get a win and not have to worry about the points.
Absolutely, man. Well, good luck today. Thanks for talking to us.
Appreciate it, At 8 car in the front row with Chase Briscoe. Let's look at our Goodyear starting grid for Briscoe. It's his third consecutive pole, the 19-10 rolling on qualifying day lately. Row 2, you got his teammate Denny Hamlin, two-time winner at Michigan alongside William Byron, second year a season ago. Row 3, drivers that have victories at the Irish Hills. Kyle Larson, Chris Buescher have combined for 4 trophies at this 2-mile oval. Row 4, Josh Berry won in Las Vegas alongside Ty Gibbs going for his first career win. And row 5, in the starting order today, Bubba Wallace and Zane Smith both won here in the Crash the Truck Series party. Adam Baby watch for Denny Hamlin and fiance Jordan Fish continues, but Hamlin would love to welcome the new baby boy into the world with his third Michigan win. But a win here in the Irish Hills hasn't happened for Hamlin in 14 years. But he told me moments ago, this was one of the best Saturday practices we've had here in years. A lot of confidence in the 11.
Hopefully we can get the job done and get our third win.
Row 6, the
That would be
discount
great.
of Austin Cindric, along with 2311's Tyler Reddick. In row 7, we had last week's winner in Nashville, Ryan Blaney, and the most polarizing driver in today's field, the 77 of Carson Hocevar. Row 8 is 3-time champion Joey Logano and the 48 of Alex Bowman. In row 9, another Hendrick driver is the Universe Chevy of Chase Elliott alongside the 10 of Ty Dillon. In row 10, it's Ty's teammate, the 16 of AJ Allmendinger, and the winner from Charlotte, Ross Chastain, countdown to kick.
Well, yesterday, defending Michigan winner Tyler Reddick suffered a left rear tire issue in practice. After the incident, the team had to change a diffuser skirt, and they'll drop to get back at the field for the start of the race. Despite that setback, crew chief Billy Scott said Tyler welcomes the extra challenge of taxing additional cars. They had one of the fastest cars in practice yesterday. This team's still looking for their first win in the season.
Thanks. Cam Legacy Motor Club takes up row 11. John Hardy-Muchenko will start next to Eric Jones. Who's from Fire Michigan, all about 90 minutes from here. Ryan Reese will start next to Cole Custer back in row 12. Row 13, Christopher Bell. 3 wins already this year, but this track statistically is not his best. We'll see what happens today. He'll be next to SVG. Row 14, Brad Keselowski will start next to Austin Dillon. Brad, Michigan driver, looking for that first win here. And Noah Gregson, Ricky Stenhouse back up row 15. Let's head back down to Kim.
Well, Steve, you mentioned Michigan driver Brad Keselowski. He's from Rochester Hills, hoping to become the first Michigan-born driver to ever win at this racetrack. Crew chief Jeremy Mullins told me their car drove really well in racetrack and had good balance, but they lacked in pace. They qualified in the 27th position. They're going to have a little bit of an uphill battle, but he told me they hope they move the needle a little with adjustments to get more speed out of the car without hurting its handling.
Kim, now we look at drivers starting outside the top 30, row 16. Teammates at Spire, Justin Haley, Michael McDowell. Behind in the row 17, 2 young drivers side by side. You've got Todd Gilliland, Riley Hurst. And row 18, among the drivers there, Daniel Suarez, who won here in the Xfinity Series 2016, went on to claim the championship there that year. Cody Ware, row 18 as well, down to Trevor.
Adam, when we think Michael McDowell, we typically think of qualifying. This team has been so strong every week with qualifying, but they feel like that's put them in defense mode. You heard Kyle Busch talk about the balance of speed versus how the car drives. They've been in that more trimmed out version setup. But here at Michigan, with the success of their teammate Carson Hocevar, they felt like maybe they were leaving a little on the table later in the race when they were back in traffic. So they've opted to put a little more downforce in this car to see if it pays off today as this track gets hot and slick.
Think about where he is. Every race is big. As you look at him in relation to the cut line and going road racing next week, he'll be a player, no doubt about that. Now our Subway track map, Steve.
Well, we call it NASCAR's fastest track. We see higher speeds here than anywhere we go. 45 laps first stage, 75 laps stage 2, 80 laps stage 3 makes up the 200-lap race, 400 miles, fuel window. Going to be a lot of fuel conversation. 43 to 46 laps of pit road speed, 55 miles per hour.
You know, we were talking off the top about one of the big headlines coming out of Nashville. Carson Hocevar, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I want to revisit that, remind fans of what we saw last week and what we think the carryover could be as these two go toe-to-toe today and throughout the balance of the season.
They get down to the turn 3, the 47 comes down the racetrack, gets in the left rear, sends Stenhouse in the wall. Stenhouse was comfortably or above the bubble, above the cut line, overachieving for this small team. Had a really great year going on, and that is all white, clean. And now he's below the cut line coming into this race. Really a big hit in his season. And I think some of Carson's strength is his carefree attitude. He's very relaxed behind the wheel, very relaxed out of the race car. Tons of speed. It's going to be interesting. It's one thing to say you've had a conversation, but we have seen many drivers over the years be affected by these on-track incidents and the press after, both positive and negative. It'll be interesting to see what the 22-year-old does with this attention. Does it bother him, distract him, or is it just water off his back as he moves forward through the season?
We're going green next time.
On racetrack, grew up 90 minutes from here, top 10 in this race 1 year ago. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. No other brand looks better going round and round. Still, always, forever. So much anticipation as you come to Michigan. Everybody wants to win here. 70 miles west of Detroit, big for the manufacturers.
And a benchmark. When you look at kind of the ups and downs and the twists and turns of the summer months, we have Pocono and road courses and a bunch of different storylines there. When I look at this is the test of every aspect of your race team, from pit road to horsepower to aerodynamics to driver nerve. They're a big benchmark for the summer, and an absolutely blast of a racetrack to drive. All the drivers will come in here, a lot of wide room in the corners. You can race all over this racetrack. It's relatively pretty simple to get around, no real challenges. There's some quirky things going on, but it's a fun track for the drivers. You see Briscoe taking the outside line to control his start.
It's a great day. We've got a spectacular crowd. NASCAR on front. Ready?
Here we go. Here we go. Green flag. Let's go. Josh Berry making a move on the inside of Larson there. Three wide. Josh Berry, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs. 3 wide, more in the back. Now 4 wide, I think. Oh, yeah, they're 4 wide in the back.
A lot of drivers moving around on these restarts, and they'll get tougher and tougher throughout the
Kyle
race.
Busch out to a little lead, but Briscoe's going to take it right back.
Momentum outside lane. Here comes Briscoe using the high side to take the top spot off the turn 4. He'll lead lap 1.
Denny Hamlin trying to slide up in front of 17, and Busch does. Way down on the apron. Alex Bowman going around the 2 of Cindric.
You said he's a driver to watch, making it 3 wide outside of him. You got Cindric in the way out there, Blaney in the 12.
They're going to stay 3 wide. Blaney's going to stay on the outside. Huge run by the 12 down the back straightaway. He'll clear in front of his teammate Cindric. Still side by side. Bowman. Cindric into turn 3. Here comes the one of Chastain, the big run they get. All those cars running side by side. Back up toward the front. Kyle Busch on the outside. On the 17. He should be able to keep that spot.
Top 3, lap 2, Briscoe, William Byron. We talk about Hamlin, Busch back and forth, and Chris Buescher rounds out the top 5. That bright number 17, painting the line and right behind him, 21, Josh Berry off to a nice start.
Buescher was really fast in practice. Josh Berry was not. He was not quick in practice. Laid down a great lap in qualifying. It'll be interesting to see if his car can keep this track position. Back up front, the 24, Byron. Briscoe, Byron right now with the fastest lap of the race. That should change throughout the day. Still Briscoe trying on the inside of Kyle Busch. It's so hard. You can get to the inside of the driver, but you see down the front straightaway. The draft the A-car has on the cars in front of him allows him to clear again. Very frustrating for Buescher, who seems to have the faster car.
You know who's feeling good? 45, Tyler Reddick drops to the rim, changes, and here he is up 20 spots.
Last higher practice, danced to the diffuser, had to change it overnight, gave up that starting position, wondered how long it was taking. Motors by
Reddick's not even 5 laps in Red's already up 16 spots. Now up 7. Bro.
Like I said at the top, he welcomed the challenge to pass cars. I asked Chief Billy Scott what the mentality was. He said, yes, it's hard to pass here, but the last
That's a great sign right there.
he has the ability to find momentum and pass racers. Their expectation was to be in the teens by the end of this stage. We're 4 laps in, and he is currently running 19.
It's unbelievable what he's done slicing through the field. It will get harder and harder the further he climbs.
I'll take the under on the teams. But you see, this is the magic of the tracks. We drive right by the 9. It looks like he's going to drive away. Then he has this little bit of break in momentum, and now he's back under attack.
Talking about going by Chase Elliott in the 9. Can't get away. Right behind them in the 10, Ty Dillon.
And Chase trying to side draft. That'll allow him to stay on the door of this 45. Here comes the help behind Reddick. But it's a little too late. Down into turn 1. Reddick's going to use the momentum on the top. This will be a tough pass to make all day long for that inside car.
Dillon brothers working together a bit. The 3 of Austin sliding up right behind the 10 of Ty.
Ty Dillon making the move.
Down on the inside. He's going to make it 3 wide.
Down into turn 3. He's going to clear and take that position away.
A little 2 for 1 there into the corner.
Absolutely. That's what happens. You get to arguing side by side. It gets that car behind you. The third car, such a huge run.
Just behind this route, Christopher Bell at 20. Always a good qualifier, but not yesterday. He's got some ground to make up and trying to find his way. You see him outside of the 3 of Dillon. They're racing for 22nd on track. Meanwhile, back in the front, Briscoe's leading laps here for the first time, but not pulling away from William Byron.
We talk about the fastest track. Why isn't it Daytona or Talladega? Why the track still matters here. These engines are unrestricted like those speedways. So look at the absolute straightaway speed out of the 24. In line, in tow. We're going to see over 200 miles an hour. I think, look at that, 201 right in the tire tracks of the 19. He'll turn low, get that air underneath the car that makes downforce, try to get to the quarter panel on it. They almost get there. And that's worrying Briscoe. The 24 got real speed through the corner. Looks good. I mean, he's able to turn lower than the 19 with comfort. Here he runs right in the tire track. It's probably not ideal, and for that reason doesn't really gain.
You know, William Byron is a quiet guy, but that's not just his personality. It's really how he is on the racetrack. I mean, he speaks in volumes when you look at his stat line, but you don't talk a lot about him during the race. He just kind of goes slow and methodical about his business. But here he is, once again, in position, running second to Briscoe.
Yeah, that slow, methodical, consistent approach has kind of been the Hendrick Motorsports motto this year. At least that's the way the cars have performed. And he's secretly, in my opinion, arguing with Larson over maybe the best car at Hendrick Motorsports. I know Larson's got more wins, but this 24 is running up front every week.
Talk about Larson. He and Buddy Wallace had a moment early here. And it can be tight, especially early in a run.
Last year, Ram killed the Hemi V8. And people had opinions. The same people that killed the Hemi sent me out here with these comments. It's not happening. We own it. We got it wrong. And we're fixing it. You hear that? That's our Hemi. And see, I'm back.
He said what he said everything, but I love it.
Rams coming back to NASCAR. We're back in American motorsport, and Hemi's back, and we ain't going anywhere.
I used to be an early bird, but psoriatic arthritis
Yeah.
stumped my day.
Dodge will be back, and they made it official today, boys.
For me when I found Benzellix. Now I can't.
They made that public announcement.
Vincelix can deliver transformative relief from joint
Byron
pains,
trying to get
stiffness,
underneath
less
Briscoe
fatigue,
here.
and for some,
Oh, I think he
zero
might.
shoulder joints.
Yep, Byron's there. Yep, he's side
Serious
drafting.
side effects like
Yep.
suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and low ability to fight them, liver problems,
William
and
Byron, new
inflammatory
leader at
analysis.
Michigan.
Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, for fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to, before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back.
Ask your doctor about Vincelix.
Racing isn't just a game. It's a way of life. Every lap, every moment. Practice is about
Closer to the inside of Hamlin here.
winning doesn't come easy. Yo! My turn, Bubba. You can feel the road. Own the race. Logitech G wheels and pedals available now on Amazon.
This track. To right. Mobile one motor oils and contemporary drive. Drive more beautifully.
Hey, race day fans, find your favorite driver and official NASCAR merchandise, including the new Echo Pop, by searching Shop the Race in the Amazon shopping app. Back in Michigan, we have a new leader. His name is William Byron. 24 is strong.
And he was looking so good. And let's take a look at how this pass happened down into turn one as we see many laps. The 24 fades slow.
Yeah, Byron's got a better run on the inside there.
To get that 19 car tight right here. And he's able to side draft. Even back there, he side drafts right at the side. Two side drafts. The 19 lets him go. 24 is out front. 24 is out front. We also had a position change behind it. Denny Hamlin got a little bit free, and Busher got by him. So now it's Byron, Briscoe, Busher, Hamlin, Berry, top five. Berry, little bit of, he's almost a holdup in this. You see the 24 has a gap to the 19. Pretty equally spaced. Yes, it's I'm kind of impressed about the 21 to be able to get around the 8. The 21 and the 8 both were outside the top 25 or 28 in practice. Not good and reward at all. Both of them go out there and qualify really well. That would tell me that they have their cars trimmed out, all the downforce stripped away to make the cars go fast in a straight line and qualify well. But they're hanging on that track position. This 8 car, though, struggling up the racetrack, and here goes Gibbs here in the 54. And we're going to talk a lot about trimmed out and downforce. There's really two things to consider. One is where you put the car on the racetrack, how high or low, how much spring rate you have or don't have. As Ron Forward's high gives the Monster Energy. You also have to build your car a certain way. A lot of these cars are very similar. They're not exactly the same. There's some tolerances you can build with the roof a little higher, a little lower, definitely also as such, and the underbody. So it's a conceptual thing. Like, you're going out for a walk, or you want to be comfortable, in your sneakers, or you went out for a sprint and you're going to wear, cleats. What kind of traffic do you think you're going to be in here today?
I like a nice walk.
I'm more of a stroll type of guy.
I think Marty likes a nice walk as well. What's going on down there, Marty? Love a good walk. Adam in the afternoon. Kyle Busch started second. He's falling outside the top 5 now in 6th. What's going on with the 8 car? Listen in. With that simple comment, Junior kind of speaks to what Kyle told us after qualifying.
Oh, Ace is here.
Remember, he had
What's up, man?
Hey, I'm finally home.
Yep.
Got to unwind my mini bike, and I had to sell and do some other stuff. Now I'm finally good.
Right. Oh, Busher's now in second. He just passed Chase Briscoe.
Ooh, Halbus saw a fast forward.
He didn't have a good, really the good car in practice, but he did make a good qualifying lap though yesterday.
My pit to win is Swiss Pussy. Underdog pit, Lost Belly.
That's good.
Downforce that was talking about that grip, but only for that reason, he just right around like it makes it look easy. I went along with a great storyline all the fans follow, and for us to try to stay on top of is the organizational and even the manufacturer. Right? It's like the Fords, they came here and they were a little faster in the middle of the corner, but slower on the straightaway. They didn't qualify quite as well as some of the Toyotas. Toyotas now seem to be trimmed out, and so as we get into the tire run, maybe some of the Toyotas start to fade like the 54 to 19. Some of the Fords start to move forward. Hogan's Racing has not won a race here since 2015 when Matt Kenseth got it done. Teammates third, contract Briscoe and Hamilton. Two things, 203 miles an hour, unbelievable. But now what? That's not the, the data messes with you. He didn't just the throttle. He went to 2/3, then 1/3, then back like he is driving with an egg underneath that throttle. Used to hear that a lot. Driving like driving up and breaking egg. Watch down here. He's as sensitive out of the throttle. He slows down a little bit, sets the car down, and then rolls back in as he works on his teammate. Let's listen to the 11. I think on the edge, flag your grip. What I you were kind of like whenever you were getting beat, and there's a lot of industry when you ran higher, it wasn't feedback on that. Feedback from the driver to Chris Gale. That was the start. I'm tight, meaning front tire's not working. The car doesn't track where I want. Hey, but be careful because eventually I'm not sure I chose the back. And then Akuchi gets feedback off the same data you were just watching on where he feels and let's be beat or where he can find it.
That's why we're wondering. I put them in.
Slang lets you do that.
I wish my TV provider let me pause my subscription when I wanted to.
Slang lets you do that.
And I wish my TV provider gave me hundreds of free channels when I call.
Sweet lets you do that too.
Choose and customize your channel in 4 bucks and watch for free. Sweet lets you do it.
Chris Buescher, I mean, he's looking good, man. He might get by William Byron in a couple laps here. He might. He's there. Buescher's there. He might get the lead from Byron here.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yep, he's there. Oh.
I cannot see. I do not want to see a Byron here.
An exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
Subway's meal today gives you 7 of our most legendary subs. Packed with protein and fresh chopped veggies for just $6.99.
Did you sleep here? You know we.
Get 7 legendary subs with chips and a drink for $6.99 each at Subway today.
You can run the perfect race. And then, boom. That's true of racing and life. Yet it's hard. Actual definitely complications. So you can pay less than you owe and less time than you think. When life works for finances, National Debt you visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
The truth, we can never leave the extravagance. The attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bro. Because all we've ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
NASCAR on 5, live at Michigan International Speedway. Our coverage today presented by Goodyear. Great battle for the lead. William Byron out front, but here comes the 17 of Chris Buescher, really flexing his muscles in the middle part of this run. His car does everything you want him to do in second. Had the speed to run a 24 down. Now Dale can easily run in lane north of the 24, but he can't do it. I'm right there, part 12. I'm wondering if the 17 isn't back in to save a little gas. Trying to short up that pit stop. Let's see if he runs part 5
See right there, wide open down the front stretch. He turns to the bottom. This is like really just to keep the front tires connected. I think he would like to get to the left rear quarter panel of the 24 on the line, but he could.
Oh, whoa, loose.
Right there. Trying to make that bottom work. The bottom of the corner in 1, 2, 8, and 3, 4.
And he's still in fourth. Of a 10th, Tyler Reddick, who started all the way in the back of the field due to I guess an unapproved adjustment, I guess you could call it. He's already up to 18th.
As we talk about Chris Buescher running that second position, every team I talked to in the garage had a target on the 17th guy said that's the guy we're going to be chasing for the win. My technical recruiting he said, yes, we're good on the long run, but he didn't want to count his chickens before they hatch. Remember those entire touchback in April? They're very confident about what they learned and how they loaded right now. Chris Buescher with a lot of speed here at Michigan.
See the bottom of the screen there, AJ Allmendinger getting around. Gibbs had really good speed in practice. We know that he needs to, get up there and try to win one of these races, give himself a chance of making the playoffs. He is struggling dropping back to the field. Another driver struggling and dropping back to the field. We watch his third place battle. On the screen, that's fallen all the way back outside the top 22. Teammates for third, you talked about it, bottom of the screen. Denny Hamlin, purple number 11, Bass Pro Shops Toyota. Our pole sitter, Chase Briscoe. Go down, Marty. Boy, how about these battles for the lead on the top of the screen, battle for third on the bottom. When I talked to Denny Hamlin before the race out, he said, I really thought the strength of our car was the
Player up to third. All right.
As he gets third from his teammate Chase Briscoe, exactly the spot where Briscoe said he was struggling the most. Very free in turns 1 and 2 for the pole sitter, now back to 4. One of the biggest surprises for me today is this 21-1 score. Stephen Dale, you pointed out qualifying how fast they were down the straightaway. And typically that compromises your balance, but now it's when it gets hot and sleep like it is right now. This 21 car is fast. Pretty happy with it right now.
You were in backstage for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Yesterday in practice, didn't think the car was very good. He didn't like the car. They went out there and qualified really well. Josh Berry did. Here he is battling for 5th position. Over the course of the long run, this car is not faded like I anticipated. Very impressive by those Wood brothers here. Not teammates, not even the same manufacturer, but I believe that William Byron and Chris Buescher are trying to gap Denny Hamlin and Briscoe at 3rd, 4th. Running not in line to the corner, getting down towards the second place car, in line down the straightaway, and moving the lap times on the left. Piston 38 fours, back to almost 38, 7 and 8. Now Hamlin and Briscoe down there in line. They're starting to catch them a little bit. But I think that the 24, the 17, I think the 17.
I believe Chris Buescher has the faster car. I just believe he's just having a hard time getting around the 24.
Yeah. Do you?
The regular season points leader, 48 in front of Larson. And he seems to score stage points each and every week. Had a tire issue early.
Suarez is on pit road now.
He scored points in every stage we've had. 99 is it, Trevor? Yeah, the 99 recorded vibration. Thought it might be a little bit of rubber buildup, but obviously that's an issue. That's the way it's going to be. They come down to get those tires. See if they can fix that vibration for him. We saw the left side go fine in practice. We basically attributed it to some low air pressure. But then after practice, Marty let us know he hit off some crew cheese and sauce and had the left side wear. Sometimes the tire can wear, not to be like wear through the road, but to wear the way that it can shape at 200 miles an hour. Everything is amplified. We'll just have to take a look at that 99, see if it was a wear issue. The leaders continue. Suarez looking forward to going home next week. Out front, it's William Byron. YT
GM genuine parts and AC Delco. From the basics like maintenance and repair parts to powertrain components, GM genuine parts and AC Delco are the true original equipment for all General Motors vehicles. Plus, AC Delco Gold.
Not him or what? I thought someone was like.
Those in the know, stay on the go. With high quality
Yeah, from the camera, I felt like someone was.
Yeah, I have house face value menu. Everything's just
Oh, Busher, he's finally getting around Byron.
Yeah, I like when they go to missile boy. Nice.
Drive more beautifully.
This kind of fun. This kind of experience. Just like you're in a boy band. Let the games begin. Nintendo Switch 2 altogether. Rated E for everyone.
Two orders on Way for Rex. So Rex everything he gets his power. So Mom and Dad use Chewy Live Chat to learn that lessons that can last
Up to 2 years.
and to get helpful tips on getting Rex under control, like trying enrichment toys. And maybe a crate. And definitely a slow feeder. For helpful humans with 24/7 support. For life and pets, there's Chewy.
Mr. President. People what you did. The job was done.
Ready for another lap? Catch more action with Motorheads, the Grand Tour, and one fast move. Fuel your racing obsession. It's on Prime. New leader is Chris Busher. We go off for Toyota on the camera, riding with Aaron Jones. Great run last week in Nashville, 16th right down at Michigan. And there's Chris Busher, 17, able to drive around William Byron while we were away. Yeah, down at the turn 3 to 17. We felt like he could have made his runs at any moment. He decided this is the time to do it. Right to the bottom, sealed around that white line on entry. It's up alongside the 24, and I think Williams is just going to let it happen. Then go down there and try to side draft, slow him down. The ball's in line here, and you're leading from 17 here.
Well, and if you win this stage, looking like 5 laps to go, 10 points, right? So 10 points for a guy that has yet to win a race. That is going to take some of the pressure off needing to win. You know, in the 17 here somewhere.
This group of cars, the 17 and the 24 game, it's close the gap. 5 laps to go. Might have an opportunity maybe to get to the 24 car. We'll see. Good speed. At least not this left car here late this run. Trevor.
Yeah, now I want to take a look at this tire here. Big Lester on the tread from the 99 car that we saw finish lap 32. In my experience, that's been a tire that's not wearing. It just builds a lot of heat because the way that it dissipates heat is through that wear, right, Steve? That is absolutely right. A blister tire is just like touching something with your hand and it blisters, right? When the tire rubber doesn't wear, it starts, you know, we call it a 4-inch millimeters thick. And as that wears, it lets the heat out of the other. It's like this wear this tire in the summer. It builds and builds and builds. It balls up and it pops and then it shakes. The 99 squares and unfortunately, then you have to do a super fortunate. A bigger issue for racetrack.
And also the point that you see the car. 1 lap down, 4 to go in the stage. We get the caution we should get the free pass.
Yeah, you pointed out the driver you had your eye on, and I agree. The 48 of Alex Bowman, but they need something absolutely major. Started in the 16th position. He is down 32nd, a second and a half off the lap. Something is massively wrong with the handling on those 48.
Page.
Yeah, middle of this run, he came on the radio and was saying he was chattering the tires. He said the turn is pretty good, but I cannot get down on the right front like I want to.
Now, Kim, it's all about just managing it, right? 3 laps to go. He knows how far back the leader is, just trying to stay on the lead lap, which he should be able to do. He has about 5 or 6 seconds back on the leader, but big changes for the 48. As 11 you pointed out, he's on the scene there at third. He's running good fire.
I feel like in the last few weeks we watched these races, and every time we look into the top 5, there's been a few different drivers that go in and out. 24 William Byron, 11 Denny Hamlin, consistently there the last few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. In my mind, you know, we're picking early favorites for who can win this championship, and that's as they're top of the list. So they've been able to be consistent. As we get into the summer stretch, the four teams can start with four, can start with strong. Those tracks where you lose a little bit of momentum, you get off your game a little bit.
Hamlin's 44 years old, won 56 times in his career. And today, 701st start at NASCAR's top level. And you start thinking about winning this late in
Final
your
up
career.
stage
Only
1.
9 drivers have won when they've crossed over 700 starts in their career. I believe he's going to be the next one. Man, he's still got a lot of gas in the tank, it would appear.
Final lap of the stage here. The 24 car trying to top of the racetrack down there in turn 1 and 2. They go down the back straightaway. The left is closing the gap just a little bit here, Adam.
Briscoe started on the ball in the first 11. William Byron went on for 23. And the last part of the stage has belonged to Chris Busher, the Texas native. Going to bring it back to the green and white checkered flag.
And Chris Busher wins stage 1.
It's his first stage win this year. In fact, coming into today's race, he had 10 laps led in 2025. The man that won this race a couple of years ago has found the sweet spot so far. Byron, Hamlin, Briscoe, Ferry complete the top 5. Blaney gets points. So does Larson, Wallace, Bush, and Carson. So you're watching NASCAR on Prime, one stage in Alliance.
Racing is just a game. It's a way of life. Every lap, every moment. Practice is about consistency. Winning doesn't cut it. I turn about fuel own the race. I take fuels and pedals available now. This Xfinity Wi-Fi is. It's time. Boom time. The Wi-Fi is moving like a green. It's trusted with love. The Wi-Fi's coming.
Whoa, who are you guys? You from the past.
And I'm you from the future.
Look, I need to pull out for a party.
I'm looking for a suit for my daughter's wedding.
I might be able to help you fellas out. Life is a journey. New Bandy is the wardrobe that grows with you. Tailored for every milestone. Look your best. Dress the win. New Bandy.
What causes her as a parent needs to see if there's somebody that can talk to around.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
What do you think of Dodge Ram coming back to NASCAR? What do you think about that?
I'm happy, finally.
There's hope. Estimated 1 in 10 men.
Really cool to see them back.
For PD, a urology specialist.
I mean, it took them long enough.
Including non-surgical options. Find somebody today. Go get
The reason why they exited out of NASCAR back in 2015 was since the bad mouth, the flap out dogs during that time. Even after Wyndham was sentenced in 2012.
That's all on video.
Now all we need is Honda.
Really great to see Honda in here too.
Sponsored by National Debt Relief. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief gets you back on track. Daniel Suarez gets his spot back here in Michigan. Stage 1 complete.
In my opinion, I think the main reason why Dodge is in NASCAR is that they've made a hybrid V8.
Square footage lines on these mountain circuits, but that's not an issue. To be honest, it could almost be a detriment. As a driver, a lot of them, you ain't going to really hit your sign. If you get lost, either way, you can just...
Because Nestle, they might bump up the horsepower 750, but when they come out with the hybrid V8s, we're probably going to see 900 to 1,000 horsepower.
How much fuel? If you wait on fuel, if you want to be full, you absolutely have to sit in your pit box if you want to track position. You can gamble and leave it off full. Daniel comes in third. Outstanding crew. You talk about going over the wall and getting it done. Here they are.
And for William Byron, he said the balance was free, clear, wagging his tail the entire time. Busher, you see him at the top here, straight, fresh, Goodyear tires, a chassis adjustment. Chris Busher there in the middle. He's heading to a low grade exit in the run, but then once he got the lead, he did not want his adjustments at that little good shot. Scott Hurdy said, you're going to wait on me. You see that waiting on fuel, Marty.
Yes, it's like any gambler predicted. They were outstanding on the long run. They told Chris Gale, we can be even a little bit better.
11.4 seconds.
Seven positions. Busher fell 3 spots in that exchange. This is time.
Oh yeah, that was a close goal.
Yeah.
Almost. That could have been dragging equipment out of the box, and that could have been a penalty. Bro, I can't take this commercial seriously.
Two jobs. Don't wish. Don't hope. Don't dream. No. Plan. See the steps it takes to get it done right and follow them. And yes, we wear cars. But we're getting real flex cars. Because for 35 years, we only had one plan. To make sure you keep yours. That diagnosis doesn't define you. Even ATTR cardiac amyloidosis. You've come a long way. Your path was never set in stone. You charged ahead. So we want to put that to ATTR and CM behind you. You have a lot of choice.
But yeah, the slack siding really dusty. 5 round lap, 150 to 190, it's really dusty.
The most common side effects will not and included diarrhea and abdominal pain. If you have ATTR cardiac amyloidosis,
So after that, I came into the house, I sneezed like 20 times.
Get ready for stage 2 in Michigan. Let's go down to the NASCAR Lottie team. Danielle.
Thanks, Double A. Chris Busher just scoring his first stage win of the season with RFK. But Carl, that's not the only reason Busher has impressed you so far.
Right, as we watched that first stage, we saw
A lot of, I'd say it's wisdom, discretion. Latard did a good job explaining to us how two cars could work together. He chose the time to pass, as Dale said. He didn't just go up there and fight Byron and lose position. He was very wise. He was patient. I think we're going to see a lot of that going into the second stage. Carl, you're going to hold forward. Somebody I don't know hold backwards with the 48. You see this big
All right. Getting ready to start of the second stage.
we get along with 48 screaming. You expect me to go 200 miles an hour? This thing's wrecking. Fix this thing. And Blake Harrison's appreciate first shot of adjustment for you.
Really interesting point, Corey. It's been mild and cloudy since we got here to Michigan on Friday. Right before the drop of the green, hot and full sun. What is happening to the track right now?
Well, they'll put it out. 21, Josh Berry. That's a car wasn't even on the sheet yesterday. These guys are feeling something completely different than the car they felt all weekend. They're riding down there in turn 3. Slick, slow, the rear's up, as Steve described it, puts the balance to the front. Really tough to drive. The guys who banked on this and adjusted for it. Yeah, and you see what talk about downforce and trim. The guys who put some downforce in their car, made their car soft and flat, are the ones that are chipping the way towards the front.
Yay, I felt that today.
Strategy is going to be all
Once that flat siding high, it just washed out all of the whip that it had this morning.
Yeah, Adam, Steve predicting we'll be talking about fuel all day long. The plan for Denny Hamlin and Chris Dale was to wait on fuel. They did not. Why? Listen in. Denny Hamlin saying that one was on me. So, Steve, how many times does it come down to communication on pit road when you need to leave, especially when we're talking about fractions of a second and more fuel here on pit road? Yeah, drivers are trying to leave on the jack, and then it looks like he just kind of left on his own. So, the big question mark for left is where those fuel cans up. Look at this guy right here, playing defense. The other victor member stops the can from sliding. The other issue is it was still being fueled as the car goes up. This is not the gas man right here. The gas man's already dropped it. This is the front tire changer or here, and he's going to play a little defense. It's like stopping the run. He's stopping the Sunoco run. Right there, pinning the can against the concrete. 70 miles west of Detroit. He can play shortstop for the Tigers. I like that move. I like that move. The other thing that NASCAR looks at, two things. Did the can go out? No, we saw that. Great defense by the crew member. 2, was the car being fueled as it left the pit box? Not in case the can was falling out when the car left. So they get the luck. Now the negative is, hey, on you. Yeah, man, we were there for 11.2 seconds. They were about looking for 13 seconds. So
Oh, that's what it is. I know it's a damaging diffuser. That's how Reddick's. That's why Reddick started in the back of the field.
Oh yeah, they got like a big hole in it in Texas. I forgot about that.
Because he had to back up, I believe he came back out there around the second time and hit it with a little bit more gas. Probably filled it up completely.
So BillSubMarines.com on with the camera. Brad Keselowski scored right now 34.
Getting ready for the second stage.
Control deal takes the outside lane. Blaney to the right of Denny Hamlin. Row 2, Savar.
Hamlin on the inside, Blaney up top. First row. Green. Get back. Stage 2. Under. Hosavar is in third. I believe he started outside the top 20. I'm not sure if that was true or not. Blaney with a big run on the top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Busher got a little swerve loose there.
Whoa.
Chase Elliott. Good grief. I thought we were going to have a wreck right there.
All of them at time.
Bristol almost went all the way below that white line there. Oh my goodness.
This is the give and take on a restart in Michigan. You better get it wheeled up and go. You're going to go in the wrong direction. We're seeing it both ways here, and we're not
Oh, God.
Flex going to clear Barry from that 3 wide down into turn 1.
Red on that mix.
That's right. Barry's going to try to clear up the front of 45 Reddick on 2. That 3 wide there. The 43. He's going to clear as well. The guy trying to side it to AJ. We're running on more than 100 beats over camera. John trying to get a slice. Going down to the inside here.
We almost had 2 selected, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, look. Chase Elliott's in second, and Carson Carson. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, God.
This is close.
Now the 20 on Christopher Bell's having some trouble on the inside of AJ.
You know how Carson Hocevar can now be NASCAR's most hated driver next week? By simply just spinning out Chase Elliott.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, basically, commit, Del Soon 2008. I mean, Talbot 2008.
And Chase Elliott to the lead.
Well, finally, he at least he's in the lead for once. Took him long enough.
Still going at it, still arguing. This time, he's like, hey, let's not side draft. Let's not side draft. We don't want to give another spot away. But he's gonna lose one. His chance to push it to 77 through. Larson's gonna look to fill that hole in the top as well. He's gonna roll to that right rear quarter down on the 11.
Yeah, we're calling. Oh, contact!
Oh!
Oh, no! Oh, my gosh. That was close. Oh, that got my heart rate up. Holy crap. Well, there goes. We're now out of the top 10. Holy crap, that was close.
I thought they would. I thought they were somewhere.
That literally got my. Oh my gosh, that. Whew. Good grief, that was close. Oh, Kyle. Here comes Hamlin with the run.
Oh, there he goes.
Let's go. Kyle Busch with a big run to the inside. No, he's not going to get to Bubba. Never mind. Here comes Chris Buescher.
Oh!
My goodness. Oh, here they go. No.
Oh, that was about to be bad. Holy shit.
Well, next. I think Nemechek just got. If I have to assume, I think Nemechek just got loose and got into Gragson. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Oh, actually, both Gragson and Nemechek both got loose. Spun out on their own. Oh my gosh.
Subway's protein-packed cones tell all the process. Check. All your favorite Subway sauces? Check. Plus, like any coupon in the app, get another half off. Great deal? Check. Order now. Subway.
To tell you the truth, we can take our lead the extravagance, the attention, the celebrity, the bragging.
I'll use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Because all we've ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
That's my team out there.
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
Or the mission won't.
That's why they partner with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. And they're the most reliable 5G network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine, Verizon Frontline delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose. After 17 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series roars back into Mexico. And it's not coming quietly. This Saturday, live from Mexico City. Oh my gosh, these fans are amazing. The tempers will be hot. The danger will be high. And the racing will be right on the edge. The NASCAR Xfinity Series. Saturday from Mexico City at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. Great racing today in Michigan.
Oh, next week is history. Mexico City.
Yeah.
Thinking about reacting to the Xfinity, like I said this before. I think we're going to be reacting to the Xfinity race.
Sunday, NASCAR on Prime live. Mexico City. We got some takers. Road is here.
Yeah, I am not buying that Stardew. It's only gonna be having it on the PS5 and PS4, so it's always
You can run perfect race. Leading the power of the final lap. And then, boom. That's true in racing and life. When debt is hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control. So you can pay less than you owe and less than you think. When life hurts your finances, National Debt Relief helps you back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
For Chevy, this isn't just a race. It's science at over 200 miles an hour. It's physics and engineering. Innovating and refining. It's testing our cars, our limits, and ourselves. And moving technology forward so we can all move forward together. Chevrolet. Runs are fast. You need an advanced dynamic system. Now the Genfix Motor X tire inflator has one. It shatters industry stereotypes. As portable as the small, as powerful as the long. But that's not all. A leading power. Powerful light. Beyond your imagination. Genfix Motor X redefines your journey.
My doctor gave me breast strength. I noticed things changed. Breast strength gave me better breathing starting within 5 minutes. It also reduced flare-ups.
Breastfeed won't replace the breast inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It's not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take breastfeed with your prescribed. Breastfeed may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsening breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about breastfeeding.
Welcome back to Field and Stream. Remember, hey, that's free. Keep trying, keep story. We exist to share the love, the metal, like the thrill of top water strike. The smell, let go, gut with the bone. And feel, relentless. Feel the stream. Great stories have an unfold.
That's beautiful. Area coverage provided by Goodyear. Race on Sunday, drive on Monday. Still, always, forever. A lot of reminders of what's happening here in Michigan. Let's begin with the reason for caution number 2. Yeah, right here, the 42, John here. New check up the racetrack. In the middle groove, it's just going to get really, really loose.
Yeah.
A little snap right there, and then the back comes around. And below him, the board right there. Noah Gregson just loses his car trying to avoid. Luckily, the rest of the field gets by unscathed. Lucky because you mentioned a couple guys came to it speed. They're talking about coming by at speed. Kyle Larson, Danny Hicks, we have seen some battles over the years. Here, Larson just rolls to the outside of the 11. The 11 gets loose, and he's chasing it up the track. Now, again, that is a 185-mile-an-hour drift out of Denny Hamlin. No one happier than he saved it than Kyle Larson because he had no chance. If the 11 was going around, he's going to take the ball. Let's listen in to Larson. Once I said they got a history, it doesn't sound like the history's going to be smoother today. The mild-mannered Kyle Larson. And then we had his teammate going for the lead, Chase Elliott. And Chase Elliott's at the top now. We're going to the inside. Off into turn 1. Little side draft, and turn the car away, use that momentum to clear easily on Blaney for the lead. Well, so now we come to the restart. We have Billy and Blaney side by side again. You see the next row back is Chastain and Hocevar. On the left side, you see last pit tires. Really look down here. Dylan, Logano, Barry. I talked to the puppets at the bar before the race. Talked about that full tag with the guys up front. They're way behind. They need fuel. They're behind their taxes.
Here we go. We're going back. This is going to get good. Green flag back out.
Chase Elliott getting the jump to the outside lane, pushing his teammate William Byron. Great organization, great pushers for both lanes.
4 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide in the back. Larson making it 3 wide up top.
Larson making the outside work. Down the back straightaway, Chastain lost that momentum though, the inside line. Look at a 3 wide, 4 wide down the back straightaway.
There you go, 4 wide.
Gonna be tied into the bar. Zane Smith along that route. Zane up the racetrack into the 43, 23, all getting choked up there. All corporation. They're right on board. Bubba Wallace, Toyota Racing on board camera. Logano on the inside, losing spots. Look at him back here. You don't want to be on that inside. That outside line is where you want to be. The passes were clear.
Oh my goodness. Oh no! Bowman hard into the wall. Oh my goodness. Briscoe around. Cole Custer. What a big hit for Bowman. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and they wet again. God, moment to the hole it hit.
Yep, something.
Dude, I was just getting myself a snack and I come back to this.
This might put him below the cut line. Man, Bowman just hasn't been. I don't know what's going on with Bowman, man. It just hasn't been the best for him, man. Huh.
Great to see him.
If he continues to pull up these kind of results, he's not going to make the playoffs. See what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Suarez. Oh, God.
Oh God, that's a bad hit.
Wow, it is, man. Oh, my goodness. Well, he's okay, but not a lot of room. Wow, Singer, Custer.
Oh, and the $19 hit too.
Yeah.
$19 flipped.
Briscoe hit right there at the end. Just an absolute gigantic hit on the 48. But remember, Briscoe had that slow pit stop.
Yeah, it was like Custer came down into Cindric, and then they made contact, and jeez, oh my goodness. It looks even worse in slow motion. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Briscoe get turned a little bit and slide down to the left. And
So we're under right here.
These restarts are so critical. It's really such an opportunity to take advantage of everybody in game as many spots as you can. See a field under the red flag on the front straightaway. You have to be aggressive in every restart in this series today. It is the culture, the code, all of that has changed. It's super aggressive on restarts from the front of the field all the way to the back.
It's been a 48 radio listening with Alex going through.
Yeah, that one was really big. Yeah, they're still here for us.
And crashed in Texas. The next gen back car in the wall, turn 3, suffered an injury there. The back injury racing, dirt tracks, and sprint cars. Just a lot of unfortunate situations that sort of caused this guy's career to stumble and stall in moments. And then things start to come together, the runs start to come together. He gets himself a victory lane last year in Chicago. This was a time of the year we talked about at the top of the show where they needed a good run today. He came in here about 45 or so points above the bubble, and that's going to leave here right on top of it by the end of this race.
Danielle talked about NASCAR Live. We now 7 races in the last 9 events with home. Has finished outside the top 25. Under red after this car hit coming off the floor.
That hurts.
Who's my TV provider let me choose what I pay for?
Why can't you do that?
I like the sound of that. I wish my TV provider let me pause my subscription when I want. I wish my TV provider let me have hundreds of free channels.
Why can't you do that too? No, sorry.
Choose and customize your channel with more plus and watch for free. Snap if you get that.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Homer, the homebody who prefers the great indoors. But nature does call, and outside is outside. So Mom uses Chewy to get his flea and tick meds at a great price, delivered right to their door or right to the couch. For quality meds at great prices for life with pets, there's Chewy. Let's try to
Jack Lees presents the greatest duo. There's nothing like a great duo. 2 flavors, 1 bag. New Jack Lees duos.
So, you like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Here's some Twitter legends from get behind. Me and Tyler Reddick, frustrated and Xfinity Series analyst here. Basically, the Cinderella story is really getting 200 miles per hour. Then there's John Hunter, new kid on the block, all gas, no brakes. Oh, And Denny, ever heard of Daytona? It's only 3 turns.
That's it.
We have a lot of drivers, all legends. You pick. You in?
Our blue caution flag today is turned red here at Michigan International Speedway. It's the NASCAR Cup Series presented by Goodyear. So as we sit idle here and we start to analyze where we are in this second stage, Steve, walk us through a split field and what all this could mean for strategy going forward.
It was a little split before. That's going to get really messy here as we take a peek on some of the pit blocks. James Small right there, that's going to cheap for Briscoe. He's probably going to first get to see how much damage that 19 does. He doesn't have a split around back there. Look at the nervous energy. There's some nervous move. You see that silver thing right there? On that parabon, it's basically a big heavy duty piece of tape. So there's some damage that's going to have to be repaired on the 19. For everyone else, you're going to be free to go to the stage. You're probably thinking to yourself, before you all flat laps, a little bit of saving, we can get to the end of the stage. So for that reason, I expect the leaders are going to have to their road. They all need variation of fuel quantities. We're going to have to see that, for example. The guys that just came on 52, can't make it at the end of fuel will be, or we need a splash. If we get a late yellow, everybody's going to probably pit anyway. This might be that's one of those gambles you kind of have to take. The problem is, Marty, if you gamble and stay out and you have to put on a green, Michigan is a track where you are going to lose a lap.
Oh yeah, it's a track we certainly would lose a lap if you're going to wind up hitting underneath. Just talked to Paul Wolf about their situation with Joey Logano, who sits in 17th right now, but he's third on the strategy of those pitted at lap 62. And Paul Wolf told me they're good. They are not going to pit here, and they are good to the end of the stage. As you pointed out, some might top off, Steve, but yeah, this is going to fit the entire field track position-wise.
So there you go. We expect them to be able to run high 40s. What Martin's here is they're going to run low 50s. We push over the top. And the best there is to safety gas, especially in the yellow. You got it before.
Push them aside under the red flag at Michigan. Car crash after a restart in turn 2.
To tell you the truth, we can take a lead at the start. The attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the honor. Because all we've ever really wanted is for every Ford driver to feel this.
Ever since we hired Dale Jr. and it's pancakes.
An unprecedented transcontinental race begins on Nintendo Switch 2. Mario Kart World, game rated E for everyone. Just for you, just for you, just for
For hint, you can get treatment for weight loss, ED, and hair loss. It's made just for you.
This is Pato O'Ward. His last name's Irish, but his first words were. Pato's the fastest 25-year-old with 4 wheels. He's tasted every kind of victory, except for the lactose variety. Pato looks like a one-man boy. He talks like a British spy. He smells like a bird brother. He doesn't have bangs. He's got groupies. So whether you love him or love him, take a look at the next face of IndyCar. This is Pato O'Ward. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Make sure you check out Prime's exclusive in-race feature, key moments during tonight's broadcast by looking down on your phone. It's the easiest way to catch up on race highlights and flag changes as they happen. And if you're ever late to NASCAR on Prime, we've got you covered with a rapid recap where you can see all key race moments in 2 minutes or less. Sit here under the red, onboard camera, our FanDuel look, Michael McDowell. Several stories to update on the pit lane. We begin with Kim.
Yeah, the one we heard Steve Bird saying he expected the leaders to likely come during this caution once we go back yellow. Well, that includes Byron in the second place for this 50 zone.
Only four. I gotta get in here, make it. We can avoid. No, that's what we can. To explore, yeah. But then, and then, man, no traffic, it's not on me all the way in. I mean, look, they grab the road for
All right.
Goodness.
Here and there, everybody's going to keel these leaders. They don't want to be the only one to come down pit road and strike to the green. So difficult for her to there. We talk strategy. Hey, what's good for you? Well, in most sports, it's offense against defense. One opponent against one defender. This is, you're playing 10 to 35 other guys. You can all 35 to 28 or 30 of them really have a chance to upset your day. So you're trying to figure out verbally and because it tests every aspect of your race team. We talk speed and horsepower and a day's downforce, but yet here we are in the middle of stage 2. And fuel economy is the point of conversation on all the radio. Yeah, we don't really think about that when we think about the racetrack being really fast and the downforce versus the trend that we talk about on the show that you do. Also come here building a good balance and being part of these two fields already underway as the yellow flag back out the team and getting ready on pit road because they're moving to pit road the first time. Everybody's going to do. See Briscoe there. If you go back when they made that last pit stop, slow, lose track of and then you're barely involved in that crash. You talk about the margin of success and the other side of it. It's so slim. We're right on board here with Zane Smith, fourth performance on the camp here. That's what's going to be unfortunate company debrief Monday or Tuesday for that 19 team was saying we put ourselves in that situation. We can't do those things, right? If we want to try to win races, they have the speed. 3 poles of pro. Briscoe knows that he needs to get himself in the lane. He was tabbed to drive his car for that reason, and that reason alone. He had a great finish to last year. Everybody was really excited about this pairing and coming up with this team. They're small, right back. That's what it feels like. Every because you're just trying to manage so much. It's mentally fatiguing. It's exhausting. Try to make sure you support everybody. Chase Elliott said, you know what, I've seen enough back here. I'm staying out. Christopher Bell's about to stay out in track position. Both for the rest of the field to get the skip.
Yeah, Rodrigo felt like his hand was forced. The team going to come down. It sounds like they're taking right side only. He did tell us they're going to be a bit varied. So right side only for William Byron. Trevor.
Yeah, Alan, right now, telling Chase Elliott that a lot of these guys are going to go to making a saving that they don't need to stay out and said go as hard as you can here and hope we get another caution.
Oh, green flag pit stops. Okay. Reddick first off. Wow, up 4. Hamlin plus 3, Bubba plus 4. Deal.
Tyler Reddick, plus 4, establishing track position in the 45 camp after starting at the rear. We reset things up.
Don't wish. Don't hope. Don't dream. No. Plan. See the steps it takes to get it done right. Then follow them. And Avis, we wreck cars. Unlike any of those friends' cars. Because for 75 years, we've only had one plan. To make sure you keep yours.
You can run the perfect race. Leading the pack on the final lap. And then, boom. That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control. So you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. Unlike Berkshire Finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
When I use my bossy Microsoft to smoothly cut smooth angles, I feel smooth. When I smoothly glide the blade along, you know, you're the smoothest caddy.
We've touched this smooth before you polish. Don't miss your chance to race in you.
NASCAR Powerball Playoff is back. Extra out in the VIP stage with NASCAR Cup Series Championship Race at Phoenix Raceway, where you can take home $1 million. The race for the million is on. Powerball, the official lottery game of NASCAR. Home to the NASCAR Powerball Playoff.
Hitting the open road is not just about the miles you travel. It's about the freedom you find along the way. Where relaxation embraces the spirit of discovery. Where technology seamlessly blends into the background. Where innovation meets dependable design. And home comforts are always within reach. Because life's best stories aren't written inside the four walls. They're lived out here.
On those pit stops a moment ago, AJ Allmendinger, Kyle Larson speeding. Here's Live Radio.
I'm sorry. I made sure if that's where I'm building, I made sure I built up slow also to not overshoot it. Like I'm speeding a bit on my I don't know.
Talk about the zone in which you're speeding. Let's see what these front two decide. It's down the racetrack now. I think it's just get it pulled off on the restart. Yes, new players up the front of the field here. Mike McDowell in the 71 pushing Chase Elliott, trying to clear him off the lead.
Oh, here we go. We're restarting. Just got back. Bell and Elliott.
Tons of track position. He's back up in the top 5 here for the first time today. He's going to watch all the guy down at turn 3. Joey's going to drive it in there anyways. How low can you go? There goes Chase Elliott, establishing himself on point as he shoots to the outside of Bell and back out front. Logano in line behind his old teammate, Brad Keselowski, up in third. We talked about BK being up there here.
Did Christopher Bell stay out? I think he did.
Yeah,
how
I believe
he
so.
get back up front. Yeah, that's how he was able to get up here. So many different strategies. Ooh, my goodness. McDowell, big move to the inside.
Oh, well. Oh, God.
Oh, my
Sorry.
gosh.
They almost. Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, Lawson's out.
Nemechek again.
Yep.
Wow, this race is crazy. So much happening, and the drivers so selfish, right? They put each other in tough situations. Fourth caution of the day. The 42 of John underneath the checks his iron. That Gilliland ball rack is so impressive because he kind of got that bad air situation where it kind of came up and like the nose pinned on him, and I thought it was going to be an extra rack. Well, the 24, the 24 and 60, 34, they almost had a crash going into turn 3. But think about this now, guys. Under caution, it allows these teams to just stay out to save a little bit of fuel and such. This is what they wanted. This is exactly what they were looking for. More cautious, more opportunities to save fuel. Now, the 9 and the 20, they're frustrated because I don't think they can save enough. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's take a look at this. Having John numbers in the back.
See what happened. Yeah, he just got. Yep, just got loose.
It's frustrating. They had a really good stretch of races and some really good speed. Showed speed yesterday in practice. Just a couple of unfortunate things today. Losing the back of the car on turn 2, and now this right here at 3 and 4. This reminds me of a little bit of what we had last Sunday night in Nashville. You go caution free stage 1, and then you get the restarts to begin stage 2. And just like last Sunday night, 3 early caution seconds into the race. Yeah, this is only it's a 200-lap race. In as a driver, this race felt short to me. Like it gets over quickly, and I think last week we got a 300-lap race in Nashville. That also to me feels short. I believe that does bring the intensity up in that second stage. We usually see that happen at stage 3. In these last 2 weeks, stage 2 was quite dynamic. A lot of curious eyes listed. We're going to get out of just got in back to as far as irrigation years ago. A lot of updates on the chassis, trying to get in areas with it. Like some NASCAR fields there, crew members there. NASCAR is going to look and make sure that things are supposed to bend in the right direction. I mean, that right there, that's the guaranteed safety. Yeah, they used to. This car was brand new. You drive a car into the wall like that, and it wouldn't even look torn. It wouldn't even look fresh. It was out.
Yeah, Alex has been released from the care center. Big pain. Are you okay? And then walk us through what happened.
Yeah, that hurt a lot. That was probably not hate that for that like crazy. Want to say how much from here. Yeah, it's like 41 roughly, so 2 got in there or something. Yeah, that was couldn't really do anything except think about oh shit, this is about to hurt really bad. So yeah, hate that for our team. It's kind of rough. 2 months, so just want to get there.
You mentioned for 2 months. What do you guys do to kind of reset, refocus, and turn things around?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we were pretty decent yesterday. I thought we fell off too much. I was pretty optimistic about today, and we to start the race. And obviously, we got super loose, and it's not making adjustments, trying to make it better. And never really got a chance to be spin on that. So confident that my guys would have been better. We could have back up from there, but unfortunately, we get back like that.
Thanks, Alex. Glad to see Alex. Okay, that free fall goes with 28 and the points continues.
We just hear about, because here and had that interview, and that sort of hit. I think that's the most important thing. Those are the types of moments where we talk about the speed and the daring, the racing, Chase Elliott decided to come to pit road. I was wondering if this would happen just because he needed like a green flag running.
Elliott now on pit road.
Just doesn't see a lot of plays on the board with this trying to move downward. We have to abort. Totally understand it. It's so good to hear now, but what happened is the terrific. Trevor. Yeah, the 9 cars have to serve their damage here. They're not coming in earlier. They're going to get this 9 car full, but Alex Chase Elliott, we're debating again. We're talking about how far can they go, how many cautions do they need, and how can this play out with the worst case scenario with this latest 9 car. What we didn't do is just deny. You got a call. You probably needed 20 laps of green to get it. Now you just have to say, all right, reset, try it again. Take your medicine.
Subway's protein-packed footlongs check all the boxes. Juicy chicken or layers of fresh sliced deli meats? Check. All your favorite Subway sauces? Check. Plus, like any footlong in the afternoon. another half off. Great deal? Check, check. Order now on the Subway app.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. The heartbeat's strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. Build a baby neighbors, rich neighbors. You did that. The man will be America's most dependable truck. And every Chevy truck, every Chevy driver, and build it from stand.
When my doctor gave me Breasttreat for my COPD, things changed for me. Breasttreat gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breastfeed will replace a respiratory to sudden breathing problems. It's not for everyone. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breastfeed more than prescribed. Breastfeed may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if losing breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain.
Ask your doctor about Breasttreat.
Yeah, I know it's the greatest of your life.
So dumb. I gotta say, that was so dumb.
Yeah.
This commercial, that is so dumb, man. I can't take it serious.
There's nothing like a great duo. Two flavors, one bag. New Jack Link's Duos.
We're going back to racing next time.
Scan the QR code on screen to shop Coupe Andy menswear.
Is Justin Haley in the top 10?
I don't know.
I think that's it. I think he's behind Byron.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, he is.
Yep. No, green flag back out. Taking us a minute to get through the stage. Yeah, Haley's gonna go to the bottom. Oh, Christopher Bell, I think got a little loose. Reddick, last year's winner. Where'd he go, Reddick? Ooh.
Inside of his teammate McDowell into turn one. Dillon trying to work the top here. Todd Dillon, I'm sorry. Down the back straightaway, he's going to take his spot away. Ryan Priest in that mix. The field is completely turned over multiple times. So like everyone is cycled to a different position. I'm figuring out how their car's going to drive this arrow situation, which is messy for most. Priest in the 60.
Oh, a big run by James Smith.
Really shallow entry down there. He's got to slow the way down.
James Smith has been stout. 43. Eric Jones getting aggressive as well. Brady Smith racing for 10. Ty Dillon was a part of it. Smith's going to start around the outside here, trying to keep this spot side by side. Off turn 4 there. Ty's going to let him have it. Slide right back in line. Not sidetrack, not slow himself down, not losing more spots. Good smart move there. little township right there from Wallace, it sounded like. It's Kyle Busch. Sliding around the position. Sliding himself 17th right now. Number 1 and 2 and all that chaos. Leads over, not going to take that in the 4th gear. The air back here is so dirty for these drivers. Big run for Wallace right here.
Bubba, let's go.
The inside of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch looks at the mirror. He's like, just push me. Yeah, we're going to go forward. Instead, don't free wide, but if you're going to Wallace, you have to. And then that move.
Ooh.
He doesn't have a license. He slides on the front of him, and now Kyle Busch is like, see, I told you. I'm back here inside. But look who's right in front of him. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. having a good day. 47 in the top 15. Back and forth. 8, 23, 17, 1, and 12. What a mix of riders here. Just outside the top 10.
I said this up at the start of the stream, but Michigan has put on some quite good races the past couple of years.
Yeah.
Good advice. Restart of the front row. Ball back tonight. And now you just settle in and ride. Try to regroup. He's getting a little shove there. Up in front of it, Denny Hamlin trying to convince Gillen to go to the inside. Logano out of turn 1. Now Denny's going to use the momentum. He pushed that 34 again down the back straightaway. You know, he's racing side by side, so I got to go around both of you. That's what he's trying to do here. Race to the inside, and Denny goes. Huge run for the 20. He's going to clear easily. Now Gillen to the inside. To the inside, man. Contact right there. Another one-way contact. Good job there. Trevor. Yeah, you see both of these road cars in the top 10 now with Mike Gillen and Zane Smith. Look at these drivers came up in the truck series. And I've got there's nothing like the truck series compared to this style of racing where it's all about runs, taking them when they count, just like we saw Mike Gillen do there. That's great. We're all about momentum. They're wide open around this racetrack. These cars, while not wide open today, you can't afford to lose any momentum. You can't afford to be out of the draw for corner exit. You talk about drivers coming to the trucks. You look at our top 10. A lot of those that came from the feeder series and really enjoyed a lot of success, winning races, winning championships. Right now, inside the top 10, Byron, Bell, Reddick. Talk about Gillen. Priest has had success there. Carson Hocevar to 77. Good count.
We saw Christopher Bell stay out in that last 75 caution when Chase Elliott came down the road to take his medicine. They were on the same strategy being that they last up at 48. Head scratching why Chase Bell stayed out. They were wondering why Chase Elliott couldn't listen to the radio.
So I'm
That different scenario, they haven't laid out their explicit.
Larson big move to the inside of Chris Busch in here.
So different scenario, I believe, will be different. Great win. He can be aggressive. He can be wrong. Even can gamble. They're looking at enough last on tires that the guys with fuel and they're going to have tires to get the best position. They even more fuel to get the better position at the end of the race. They need a yellow instead of next 10 or 12 laps. It's kind of like taking all your 6 laps instead of betting on one color. You're kind of betting on one number. Big game. One from Chris Butcher. To ride Aaron Jones, who's back in 21st position.
So we got past 22.
Logano down the front straightaway. We just need Hamlin to get back to the top five. We got Myers up there, Bell's up there, Reddick, and these drivers spent a lot of time in the top five. And recently, updating Chase Elliott. We talked about the way they had played the strategy that last pit stop. Starting to come back, reestablish things a little bit as he moves up to 23rd around Justin Hamlin, and that's a spot 4 position on track. It's been pretty impressive to see this car drive through the field. Not a lot of cars that have been back in the back of the pack have been able to do that. Busher, who was so early in the race, has struggled to sort of rebound. He's sitting here in 20th. Blaney at 18th. Cars we saw in front of the field earlier today. NASCAR, we'll see how you can work around that traffic and continue to move forward. To stop the fuel doesn't look like such a bad idea. And as Steve told us before the race today, it's going to get crazy.
Well,
It's
why-
unpredictable in so many ways. We've seen that with the strategy 3 wide here, outside, Stenhouse, push up the middle with Blaney. Ryan Blaney is someone that I think we'll be talking about in the last 50 laps. If it's anything like the first 50 laps, I think you're going to talk about every driver in the field in the last 50 laps. That's like a weapon. It is. That's a great word. Larson to show something here. And Aisley will make them work. We're going to get around the 12 and the 47. As they stop the mission. If you go around the 34, he does. Back to 6th place and reach 5th. Blaney is a really good car, but this is so interesting to watch these cars back here in the back of the pack. Fight for positions and lose positions and fight for positions. So he's going to drive to the field now. Right down this race where you have the handle, you have that speed, you got the draft working against you or for you. That's the opening run of the race. Tyler Reddick, we wonder last year, dropped right up to 20th. And we're like, here it comes. You got the 19, and then you went back to 20th and stay there. And it's like before we talk about NASCAR 5. You can take a pass here, but it's hard to maintain that position. There's so much back and forth. Bubba Wallace right there at the inside of the 2. And he's going to have to squeeze him. He doesn't do a seat. Bubba had to get out of the gas and go for it. He doesn't put this pass, and now all he goes back by. So that's the frustrating part. It is frustrating, but let me get Bubba off. We talked a lot about Hooksmar's decision when he hit the 47 last week at Nashville, right? Bubba probably could have pushed that, even slammed the door, maybe. But he decided to talk about these quick decisions. Underneath the note, he's irritated, frustrated, but he just didn't feel the confidence to get in the spot of Freddie Kraft and he could slam that car off the front of the 2.
Big monkey inside the ball.
If he doesn't complete this pass, he's probably going to lose another spot. Get the spot to the 2, but also the 1 who's coming here from behind. What does Chastain do? He's going to get him behind this 2 car right now and shove. It's in clear again. And then Bubba loses another spot. Possibly to Chastain. And one thing that might ease the frustration for Bubba Wallace here as he slides back. Got an advantage over the cut of 49 points rebounded last week in Nashville. It's going to track. Yeah, that rebound was big for this team. Remember the 3 races before that, they had DNS. And when Bubba settled their road, it looked like it could be another bad race. They came back to 6th place. Talked to him a little bit today about their balance with their car. Since the 45 looks so good in practice, and he said their cars are very similar. Seems to have pretty similar speed here in racing. Scan the QR code to save on gaming products by Lionel XG, the official wheel and pet of the NASCAR. Carter's got a slide back through the Montana Dorado right here. He's from Plymouth now, holding up his teammate Cedric. This presents another opportunity for Bubba. Out around Chastain. Chastain moves the break. Bubba says, man, I'm taking this spot. I'm going to give it to me. That's what you got to be saying on this racetrack. My experience is remember yourself everywhere you got to be right. There's another one, yeah. Very selfish today. I'm going to drive down there, clear, go up the track, take the line away. Make the 2 have to get out of the gas. That's good.
Civic to the
Take that
inside.
spot as well. Marty. Your call won't make the call with that decision to stay out. He put his driver on the top 5, but Logano came on the radio and said, man, we just have no lateral grip in the corner to fight with inside the top 10. As State gets around him there, down the back straightaway as well. Here comes Ty Dillon. And this 10 car, Ty having a great year, working really hard every opportunity he gets with this 10 car. Doesn't have a ton of experience in the next gen, but he's gotten better over this year compared to last. You know, they've circled Mexico City next week, not for Ty Dillon, but for AJ Allmendinger. 3 of our next 5 on the road. I mean, you know Collick's got a chance to make a major statement with the schedule for the next month or so. And that's taking nothing away from Ty Dillon and his ability to celebrating everything that AJ Allmendinger is. And I felt bad because I was selling Ryan Blaney, and then he stalled out, but he was able to grab a spot there going around Kyle Busch. AJ Allmendinger, Ty Dillon's teammate, inside of the 21. Josh Berry, running up to the top 10 earlier today. He's been a bit of a mixed bag, and he's not been able to really climb back into the top 20, sitting in 23rd. It's a great battle. He continues at the top of the screen with Blaney and Larson down into turn 3. Blaney gets the spot. William Byron leads. Bell, Reddick, Keselowski reach the top 5. 22 to go stage 2.
New to Toyota Gazoo Racing, there are a lot of unofficial rules. Rules like cash cars to the left. Don't drive on the grass. When you win, you humble. You know what they say. Rules are to go. Man.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
What's your
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease or PD. Ecologist Specialists treats PD and help create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour.
Well, looks like we're halfway through the race. Oh.
Yeah.
The best tires in the world get protein original aluminum.
When I was close to defeat,
They're saying some games is not old school, goes his own way, doesn't take orders, cowboy. We all need our jobs in America.
be ready.
I see for confidence.
We got plenty of
There's a place no map will show you where GR cars turn into full-blown track beasts. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your body.
The NBA is on Prime. You can't stop watching. And the plays you can't stop talking about. William Byron, the race leader, he's the 40th today. That's more than we are Gabby update. Also, afternoon with Carson Chastain has been strong. Michael now playing strategy. Ty Dillon softly inside the top 15, or 14th right now. 17 to go in the stage. So we have William Byron leading. He was last on pit road, last 68. We believe they can make it all the way on fuel. Right behind him is Bell, who was last on pit road on lap 48. I believe he's only a handful of laps, 2 or 3, 4 laps away from coming to pit road. He's kind of that no man's land. Last on pit road, lap 62. He has been running right behind Reddick. I believe just trying to save fuel on
on the 6 car. So if we compare Byron to Keselowski, take a look at our bird bar in miles per gallon. Look at this. William Byron, 5 miles per gallon. Brad Keselowski, 5.3 miles per gallon. Right there, Corton, 3 times more miles per gallon. Why would that matter? Over 20 gallons and 6 laps. That's 6 more laps here or 6 more miles. 3 laps. 3 more laps of a 2-mile race day. So a huge difference. This tool is just so awesome to show what to do. I didn't show Bell because guess what? He can't save it up. It's impossible no matter what his miles per gallon is. So you see just a big split. You can almost listen in on Brad right here. I think if we go from bird bar to telemetry, maybe right on board Brad. I wonder if he's going to run wide open behind the 20. We're going to see a little bit of partial follow down the straightaways. Check this out right here. So let's just compare. Top, wide open, no problem. Brad partial to the corner. We'll see what he tries to do down the straightaway. Whether he runs wide open in the draft or whether he takes a little bit of the toe. That's real early. No break. He's just kind of coasting it off down in the corner. That's how you save gas around Michigan.
Christopher Bell's not coming to pit road.
He said he would be coming. And it's going to happen with 15 to go. They get 14 to go, stage 2. 20, head your way, Kim.
Yeah, Chris Carson's weight was not enough grip on entry. A little loose in their tight exit. They did not get the caution they were looking for the strategy. They will take 4 fresh Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel on his stop under green. Everything going smoothly right now for Bell.
Take a look at this replay right here. Larson.
Yeah, these 3 were.
Lane there out of trouble. Larson's going to try to squeeze a 10.
Oh.
Corner 10 gets
Oh.
tight. Hit him the fence. Probably really upset about that. Trying to get down there and let Larson know about it. I'm sure Larson is badly. But anytime that second car, the car gets in this case, is in the corner. On the outside car with 4 exit. The outside car gets really tight. Really tight. Off the corner and he ends up in the fence. I know it looks like nothing changed. But the 20 just skipped a lap. He came to pit road, surged his car, went right back out. That's what the funny thing about Michigan is you barely lose a lap. The leader can almost pit and not lose a lap. The 20 has been to pit road. He's now the first car 1 lap down. It wouldn't shock me if he tries to unlap himself here. He's obviously in a pretty fast position, but unlapping himself definitely opens up the situation. This will be a good test to see if new tires are big enough difference. Like both cars are great clean air. If the tires matter though, he should be able to easily.
Oh, Blaney around.
Oh.
Caution's out.
And that was not an attempt to get to pit road. I just got into the outside wall. His tire marshal way up the racetrack. I believe he got into the fence around the airport. He was running slow. Great pass here will go to Bell. Sound like he may be worried about the car damage. So here we are. By himself. Looks like the loses.
Yeah, he just got into the wall and then.
Odd to see cars in the fence by themselves. Seen it a couple times today. The 42 down there in his check with 12 now. Blaney getting into the wall all by themselves. These cars are not all that comfortable late to the run. With caution in the afternoon for last week's winner, Ryan Blaney. All right. Yeah, Blaney telling Jonathan Hassler he feels like a right side tire was going down before that. So we're going to double check to make sure that was the case. But yeah, Junior, you're right. It's rare to see these drivers kind of spinning out by themselves. And that gamble for the 20 of Bell, he needed that caution about 4 laps ago before he hit it. And now the problem is we see a little bit of damage over 12. Yeah, the 12 has record damage to the token. Here's the 5 and the 10 under caution. This is after the 12 spins out. So this is why they're maybe a little simply.
Yeah.
Sure. So you look at that and go, I didn't run to the wall.
Yeah.
They actually got tight because of the 5 car on the inside. And feels like Larson was responsible for coming to pit road.
Back at 12.1 seconds stop.
He did have a vibration, so that was a fortuitous caution. He just said the balance is a little bit tighter.
The yellow just behind those cars. He comes to pair one as well. So getting here with 10 to go in the stage. What position is these teams in now, Steve?
Well, these guys, I believe, will just stay out at the end of the stage, but it couldn't have been worse for the 20 of Christopher Bell. He pits on the green. I believe he was going to unlap himself. And when all these guys pit, guess what? He'll be the leader of the race again because that caution felt so quick. He was a lap down. He takes it pretty fast, but he's going to line up behind every one of these cars at that restart.
Getting ready to the final few laps of the second stage. Oh, this stage took a minute to complete.
Don't wish. Don't hope. Don't dream. No. Plan. See the steps it takes to get it done right and follow them. At Avis, we wreck cars. Unlike anyone else wrecks cars. Because for 75 years, we've only had one plan. To make sure you keep yours. We're the pros that know how to make your business our business. Pros everywhere you need us. With every part you need.
Oh, Christopher Bell now comes to the road.
Shop in Orange County, California. The oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead. Jack Waze presents
I can't take this.
There's nothing like
This is so dumb.
new Jack Waze Duos.
How will you escape being condemned to hell?
The Chosen last summer.
NASCAR Prime Video is brought to you by the new Jack Link's Duo. Two flavors, one bag. All right, under caution, good time. Near stage 2 at Michigan. Strategy's been all over the board. 3 drivers staying out here as we anticipate this restart with 7 laps to go to end the stage.
Well, priorities right for Cindric. He has that win. He has 7 playoff wins, so he's already looking into the fall. He goes, man, if I won the stage as a playoff, that's huge for him, right? Look at Austin Dillon, he's trying to stay out of the mix, but score some points right here. Briscoe kind of the same way, right? He doesn't have that win, he's not guaranteed in. He can score some points on the day. Remember, he got damage earlier.
Now let's do our FanDuel race update.
I was super curious to see what the odds were because I had no idea how to handicap this race. It has been so messy, so I guess I'm going to give Byron as a favorite because he's led 55 laps. I don't hate that. Hamlin and Reddick, great. Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson. I mean, to be honest, this is when I think you got good value somewhere because I don't know who the favorite is yet. Let's listen into the 5. I'm still frustrated on the radio.
Yep, that's what copy.
Larson has had a year of driving comments today. It was Hamlin and it was had enough. Yeah. Man, a couple slower than normal weeks with 5. We get full feisty Kyle Larson. I like it.
right.
Mild manner. Kyle Larson, where did it go? Cedric Briscoe, two good friends, front row. Restart, 7 remaining, stage 2.
All right, here we go. Green flag back in. And get to the inside.
Top of the racetrack, we got Reddick.
Reddick making a big move up top.
45's been strong, but look at him go outside lane. Like
Where you go, Reddick?
as he slides into line. Byron inside of Cedric for the race lead. Reddick set up.
Get Reddick, get low, get low. There you go. There he is.
Oh, he don't lose.
Yep, I see it. Yep, Cindric. Oh my,
Oh, God.
that was dice. If you want definition of dicey, there you go. Hamlin's back in the leather.
And you know who will go? Carson Hocevar, 77 inside the top 5. He Ross Chastain lately just seem to be connected at the hip. 2 drivers cut from the same cloth. They are aggressive and they will go. If there was ever 2 drivers that could have their own show, that's it right there.
Oh my gosh. Byron back up top.
The defense being played up front by Cedric on this restart. Chase Elliott and Larson back here. Battling up front. Holy cow, there's lines across the nose of the 9. The draft, just such an underrated quality of Michigan. These restarts always produce. 99 Suarez getting with it the outside lane. Very early problem. Yeah, the list tired of first stage. Pretty bad. Byron, he wants to go get this stage win, though. He is working all over Cindric on the top of your screen. And Cindric trying to look like Joe Logano out there, trying to take the lines away. Trying to get up in front of that 24 a little bit quicker than that off the turn.
Oh, Byron, you want to get there.
Yeah, 3rd time's a charm, right? He's complained twice on the radio about it that we know of. Here's the 5 going by Briscoe. 71 is there. Michael McDowell. And a quiet little push in the race for Chris Buescher with 17 showing some strength again. 3 to go, stage 2. Cedric in front of Byron and Reddick.
Pretty impressive if Cindric can keep this lead. And what that tells everyone else is how this final stage has to go. If Cindric can win this on the oldest tires, then it's purely about finding a way to the front with enough fuel to make it. Cindric is moving around down the straightaway, trying to break the draft, not allow the 24 to use that weight.
Chastain's in the picture.
Driving down the corner, almost in the win for the 45. Like it's ready.
I take 3rd from Tyler here. Here we go.
Going to have some speed here down the first straightaway. That looks like fun. I want to get right in this mix.
Here comes Holzemar now making it 3 wide down.
Here
Yeah.
he is, 77. You're up in nearby Portage and trying to get the 3rd, and he will.
He's going to get up the racetrack in front of that 45. So the Reddick can't create a run down the back straightaway. Cindric still walking down the back straightaway, trying to take the draft away from Byron.
Byron looking at. Yeah.
Byron has a good shot here. Byron 2nd in stage 1, trying to wrestle the lead away into stage 2 from Cedric. Side by side at the line.
Final lap of the stage. Oh, Byron side drafting Cindric. Here comes Carson Hocevar.
And look at this coming from behind Hocevar. Hocevar's got the momentum on the 2. He's going to try to get to one side of the other. Oh, can he get to the outside here? That was all in. Think about where Hocevar is in the points. He needs all he can get as we come to the end of the stage.
Byron's going to win the stage here, stage 2. That was fun.
I'm here for it. I'm real. NASCAR off-ride and getting a real treat today in Michigan. 7th stage victory of the year for William Byron. We'll line him up for a final time when we come back.
Travel. It's gone from being an adventure
Man, this
to a checklist.
honestly, this might be.
You just need a better way to find it. Introducing Airbnb experiences. Master ramen with an award-winning chef. Dive into underground jazz with a renowned bassist. Or see Notre Dame with her. She helped us do it, by the way.
What a fun race, man.
Yeah.
First stage was just average, but the second stage had some really great racing.
Then things started to change for me when I found Benzellers. And what do you say? I'm back.
I got a feeling we might see a photo finish at the end. I got a feeling.
Yeah.
And for some, zero swollen joints.
I'm back to what inspires me.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and low ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease occur. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plant. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back.
Ask your doctor about Benzellers.
Yeah, I have house face value menu. Everything's just $6. Like the breakfast eggs combo, $6. French toast breakfast, $6. $6 for all this and all that. That's a lot of breakfast for $6. Weekdays at IHOP.
Racing isn't just a game. It's a way of life. Every lap, every moment. Practice is about consistency. Winning doesn't come easy. Yo! My turn, Bubba. Feel the rev. Own the race. Logitech G wheels and pedals available now on Amazon. Enter for a chance to win the ultimate racing experience. With a grand prize that includes round-trip airfare for two to Atlanta, Georgia. The 2025 Michelin VIP Virtual Live Experience Sweepstakes, where you'll enjoy a 3-night stay at the luxurious Chateau Monet. The grand prize also includes VIP access to the race, as well as $500 of Uber credit for your transportation. Scan the QR code to enter now. No purchase necessary. It is 6/30/25. 18 plus age of majority. You're at NASCAR Rock coverage. You are hearing a reimagined classic Up Around the Bend, Amazon Music original by John Fogerty and Eric Church. Listen anytime as it is available to stream only on Amazon Music. Jerry's Pub. Yeah, it's a great spot. Been there many times over the last several years. Beautiful area in and around this racetrack. Small lakes. A lot of families come there to vacation. Get out there, ride around. Pretty nice. Very nice down. Very close. Classy. Great day for racing at Michigan, presented by Goodyear. That's from what a crowd. Oh, infield. This is one of that. This is one of those racetracks that has gone through one race, and I will tell you that one race has become circle of the calendar. New Hampshire, Michigan. I know it would seem like less isn't more, but it's the opposite for me. I think the fans are unreal. The infield is unreal. They love their racing here in the Irish Hills. With only one kind of fight in the app, they really prove it. And then a huge crowd here just for the truck race and concerts, final concerts in the infield. Last 2 nights, place has been rocking. So a little bit, you're going to see the Pacific needing fuel. Kind of half the field doesn't need fuel, but they want to put some fuel in now to have a shorter stop, probably under green, if that's what happens, Trevor. You see the 5-car Kyle Larson coming up pit lane alongside Chase Elliott. They both recovered from going to the rear. They're in the 12th place. They're going to put tires and fuel on this 5-car. Hopefully they can make this spin or even Trevor Brian Wilson's gamble does not earn a playoff point for Austin Cedric, but it is 9 stage points. And Cedric said on the radio, I should have had that one. That one is on me. And now they will pay the fuel tax. As he mentioned, in rear ratio, they have to wait to get that 2-car completely full. Back up on the road. I think it's the GP. I'm going to say, oh,
before we begin the final stage, let's go to Danielle Carl at 4. Great race, huh, Britt?
Oh, what a battle there at the end of stage 2, guys. And Byron completing the pass on Austin Cindric with 1 lap left in that stage.
We came up here thinking about what we were going to talk about, and then that happened. Watch these cars 200 miles an hour. These guys battling. I mean, literally gave me goosebumps insane. These guys always firepower out there. Dogs fighting each other, setting yourself up, one quarter trying to go to the top, one quarter going to the bottom. It's amazing. Also, Carly said, it should be illegal. I said, what should be illegal? How fast they're going. These cars are so fast. It gives me anxiety watching how much these guys are tracking.
Is it amazing to you how they're fighting for their life every position, every lap?
Right, and back to Letard, the way he started this. This is a final example. That's part of it. The pure aggression and speed, the strategy that's unfolding here is insane. I can't quite keep up with it. Letard's doing a good job. And then we're going to see these restarts, the pit crew. We just saw the 88 backflip on pit road. Every part has to be perfect. And someone pointed out, this is only beginning. We have a whole other step. There's a mixed bag of strategies. We saw now everything kind of shaping up to see who's up front now is going to be the
Also, we saw a big hit from Alex Bowman, brought out the red flag. So glad that he's okay. Said it was right at the top of the sheet for the toughest hit he's ever taken.
And that's the dark side of all this excitement. But I mean, the biggest thing today so far that I see is Alex Bowman getting in my car and being okay. That hit was so huge. So kudos to everyone for the safety barriers, all the work they did at Motorsports does to keep those drivers safe. Absolutely, NASCAR did a lot of work on these cars too, soften them up, those frontal impacts, and just lessen that while the driver. I can tell you one thing. You're going 170 miles an hour hitting something that doesn't move. It hurts really bad. So glad to see Alex bounce out of that thing, do an interview, see if they can go through.
His Hendrick teammate William Byron winning that second stage, and traditionally, Adam, we see green flag stops in the final stage. We'll see what 2025 brings us here in just a moment.
I have a feeling Mr. Letard's going to be really busy in the next 75 laps. And now we do our power to the finish, presented by Ram Trucks.
Well, it starts with restarts, Jim. It does. The restarts are going to be on it. The final stage, they'll get more and more aggressive with those restarts. And the restart for me here starts at the flag stand, but lasts about a lap and a half. You got to be perfect during all of those moves and decisions you make to be able to gain spots. And Carl, don't worry if you can't keep up with the strategies, because I'm not sure I'm keeping up with them up here. If I just cover all of them and say they all have a chance, and you can't be wrong, just give them all a chance that it can survive. But that's really it. Which strategy is right? You just don't know who's going to have the tires at the right time, who's going to have enough fuel with the yellows going to come out. It's really the unknown game. I agree with what Daniel just said. Right? We've seen a lot of yellows. Something makes me feel like we could have a little bit of a long green flag on here.
Look at the choose. Byron in control. Outside lane, inside our push of honor. Now we take a look at the IHOP surprise move. Denny Hamlin and the five Larson arguing over a position here off of turn 2. And Denny with his awesome save. Really to save the race. But Larson, yeah, he's had a couple of tough moves behind the wheel of his race cars. He's in a tough move today, right? He is better. Feisty on the radio. Look, there's Denny Hamlin back in row 3. That purple Yahoo machine on the inside. How about? I mean, look at that. Most of our men in the front there. There's a lot of storylines in the front.
Yeah, look at Byron out front. Pretty told him when these other cars came down, I want to stay out so we can control the race. We could come down and take 2, but then we'll be buried. They told me this morning their strategy was going to be what the winning strategy is, so I'll have to keep an eye on the 24 out of the lead, Trevor.
Yeah, Carson Hocevar yet again, 3 weeks in a row, being in contention, feeling like he can win the race. Talked to Carson earlier today. He loves that he's home, but most importantly, he loves that they're so fast right now and able to balance these wins. This driver takes the risk to get the rewards.
We're going to restart ranks. As we get ready to roll out here, Byron has been outstanding in this category. A lot of our top 10 competitors up there.
This will be the season ranks and restarts. Surprisingly, versus part 27. Knowing that he's aggressive. And outside line is where you want to be able to make that inside line.
Here we go. Final stage is underway.
It's the final stage at Michigan International Speedway for NASCAR's top shelf. Byron getting the shot of the outside lane, but
Oh.
not going away.
Oh.
Something. Oh, that's tight. Oh my goodness gracious.
It's wide, and they're full wide as they head to turn 3. So aggressive on the restarts. Barry picking up positions. Wallace coming through.
Larson the outside of Chastain, way back there, he's going to have to lift. There's a lot happening over his back on the right straightaway there. A lot of give and take. Good job by everybody not to create any kind of an incident. There was full block duty for that to happen. Larson down the front straightaway, down from the inside of Priest. Push your blocking down a little bit.
Be careful with that.
Yeah, that's going to cost the fine. He's going to have to lift. He's going to get 30 years. Smith having to get out of the gas there behind the fine at 30 years.
It's quite a day for him. Slid back early, but he's in the top 15. AJ Allmendinger out of line, making a play. That white number 16 right behind Gibbs down low.
That Gibbs blocks his run as well. That forces the 16 out of the throttle. Cecily finds himself in a bad spot there too. McDowell's going to save him as they try to go by the 7th car here.
Chase Briscoe starts on the pole, leaves lap, involved in an accident. Had a rough pit stop. He's trying to find his way back into the game. Outside the top 20 right now.
Hamlin up to go with the
Right
third.
here, Denny Hamlin racing against his own car, the 45. Look, this car is actually Bubba Wallace back here in the 23. Going to the bottom of the racetrack right here, trying to throttle up.
Look at that. Both all day. Denny Hamlin, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, all in the top 5. Love to see it.
They're exactly where they want to be.
See it there in the pylon, fastest lap of the day. Belongs to William Byron. That'll put it at the end of the afternoon if he can hang on.
Right on board with Greg Keselowski. Got to work his way back through the field after having some issues on Pier Road. And then the downshift right there, got 30 air. Loses the spot. Ty Dillon in that champ car, we've seen a lot of time today in the middle of the field. Always gets in the bag, it's in there.
Got it.
Man, this is a bad spot for everybody to be in off that corner. Testing to the outside of the 60 here. Here comes Larson.
Arsenal with the big one.
Larson down to the inside of the one car. It's going to be tough off this corner. Larson's going to slot right back in behind him. He's like, hey, I don't want to get him on the side draft of the one and slow us both down. Big battle right here between the 77 and Hosevar and Byron. I asked the question earlier to start this
Hosevar's in a really good spot. He just
Yeah.
today. Spire is a team that we're not used to seeing race wins. 2 weeks in a row, the 77 cars with their legit speed. The battle for wins. Here he is again, 3 weeks in a row. This is the real deal.
I mean, look who's up there with. We're talking about Byron, Hamlin, Reddick, and Wallace. Kyle Busch is up there. These are drivers that you just expect to always be at the front. But the second-year driver in recent weeks just always finds speed.
And you know, when we say winning fixes everything, it even fixes criticism. Right? A lot of criticism on how he's driving. Well, I will tell you, it's really easy to pick on a driver who is not winning. But when the 77, if he's able to go to victory lane and hold the trophy, it's hard to then point fingers at someone and tell me he's doing it wrong when he was the best of the day. And how does Spire have to feel as owners to have a car out there that's legitimately one of the more competitive cars in the field after years and years of basically just trying to make it a business, just operate in the green.
Well, I would say this too. Owner Jeff Nickerson, I felt like did a really good job this week of playing the political side off track with what happened with Hosevar Stenhouse last week, endorsing his driver, taking responsibility and saying, hey, look, you know what, we admit he's got to route some edges. He's doing that and learning from all of these experiences getting right now at the front.
You know, they're not used to being in this position of having to defend their drivers. You know, they've never really been in a position of racing competitively for the last several years. But I think that should be celebrated. They have really turned this into a seriously competitive program. Let's look at some replays of the restart earlier.
oh yeah, pre-stop very loose.
Almost crashes, checks up, directs the car up into the one. Watch this. Waker looking just like the 40. You got to be a crash. Exactly. Yeah. Denny Hamlin third, Marty. Yeah, these guys showed a couple of drivers that did not have a good restart. Denny Hamlin did. Restarted sixth, up to third already, and you can make the argument that they've had the best long-run car all day long. So sitting in the position where he's maybe in his first Michigan win in 14 years. Just talked to Chris Gale, and he told me he thinks that as soon as the window opens to get to the end of the race, about lap 152, you'll see all of these leaders hit pit road. Is that the move you would be? I would be the opposite. Byron maybe and Hickley if you're close enough, but if I'm back there and I'd say Reddick, Wallace, Bush, or Berry, I'm going to run them all. We have seen Blake's been out by himself. We have seen these cars be treacherous on old tires. So I believe the opportunity for a yellow would be there. I would run as far into the window as I can and try to have some sort of an advantage. So for the front three, I think window open, you hit their road and try to force everybody else to follow you down. But I'm a contrarian. If I'm one of those cars, why would I follow Carlos Beat all day long? If I'm Kyle Busch in sixth, I am going to do something crazy. I'm not about running good. I'm ready to go to victory lane.
I look at our pylon here. You see down there at 10, Larson. Last bit at 123 on the plus side of it. We talked about drivers that have made a pit stop, Trevor.
Yes, sir, Adam. Larson with NASCAR in that group. He's got some issues right now. Take a listen.
And white on one, am I called for 12-8? Yeah, so I get myself on 2 or something. And then not do anything. Yep, got the green down, just turned my driver stuff off.
Now, how good racing is that? But if you watch the bolts go down and then see how much longer this car makes it be 38, 12, 7, then you're kind of hoping that you're going to go up some of these driver comforts and shut off a few fans here and there, and maybe that's enough, to get you to the end of the race. But Steve, I don't have a ton of confidence that that's going to be able to get them. They got many more laps to go. And these cars, when you ask, hey, why do these guys have power issues? They're counting every tenth of every horsepower, trying to make the alternator as efficient as possible without any extra charging. How about you, Dale? Long way to finish.
This is going to be quite funny.
You love our legendary subs, so you'll love our legendary new Doritos for all nachos. Doritos and Subway, two legends come together.
Legends, EB legends. Am I right?
Yes, thank you, Michelle. Doritos for all nachos.
Yeah, I think Hamlin got loose there. He's right.
Well, I can make those at home.
It's free and provides the solutions verified. Master technicians. And if you don't want to do the repair yourself, we can recommend a shop for you. Okay, Tyler, let's go fix your car. Auto Parts. To tell you the truth, we could take or leave the extravagance. The attention, the celebrity, the bragging rights, the bravado. Because all we ever really want is for every Ford driver to feel this.
After 17 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series rolls back into Mexico. And it's not coming quietly. This Saturday, live from Mexico City. Oh my gosh, these fans are amazing. The tempers will be hot. The danger will be high. And the racing will be right on the edge. The NASCAR Xfinity Series, this Saturday from Mexico City at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific.
Inside of 60 laps to go at Michigan. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Still, always, forever. And now we go to our credit blood bank. One still launch junior. And Tyler Reddick, he won this race last year, looking for his first win of 2025. Started this race in the rear of the field. Right now, this pass is older for third place. Celebrating the son, celebrating the birth of his son, Rookie Reddick. He's trying to get him another win today. So look at Chris Butcher, running the 32-year-old class for Texas.
Your pick is back in the top 10, in case you didn't know.
Okay.
Here he is, back inside the top 10, and every time they cross the start finish line, he's one of the top 3 fastest cars. I like the 56 laps for the finish. I think the 17 is a great one for the car. I'm going to a driver that won here over 10 years ago, and he is new. I'm talking about Kyle Busch, trying to end a 71 race in the streak. Started front row today, average running position just outside the top 10, but as we close on the end, he is next to I'll give you one more round too. As this race gets later in the day, the temperature comes down, the track kit comes down, the comfort goes up. Some of these cars like Kyle that have speed, they struggle on the long run. That could improve here late in the race. Marty, junior best run in the recent entry for Kyle Busch in his RCR team. Kyle said the run takes off much better than it has all day long. But once he hits traffic, he just doesn't have the speed. Trying to hang on to that 6 spot to keep Josh Berry behind him. I'll tell you what, this is a terrific run. This 18. Finally on the right side of the cutoff, that's it. We'll see if they can save him. And how about the Michigan-born driver, Aaron Jones, now in the 10th position?
Oh, caution's out. Ooh.
Oh.
Made hard contact.
Time.
Is offensive.
God.
I was wondering if
That-
he would show up. Air pressure out of the rear is his speed. So as everybody tries to go faster and
That's
the
big.
race wears down, what's somebody going to get aggressive? That's what Todd said. He thought he blew a tire. It's definitely flat, and the damage to this car is severe. This had to be a heck of a ride. And so the tire failures that we see.
I am so curious to see the replay. What the heck? I have to guess. He just hit the wall. I guess he just, when his tire went down, he just spun around and hit the outside wall hard. I have to guess in the rear.
Yep.
Do you have to have a win first point? Speeds are picking up. We talk to these Gucci tenths of a pound are the difference between making it and not making it. So, you know, they're all going to lean on trying to get more aggressive. Top of your screen. Well, I think it's a big screen.
There he goes.
He had a decent day going. 17 when we got away from him. Yeah, so remember we were just talking about tenths of a pound makes a difference, and if you just predict the speed, you can fail a tire. But we saw SVG had one in practice here right away on Saturday. And a little bit later, it was actually a front, which is surprising, but a front for the 12 of Ryan Blaney. Normally we see it in the rear because the advantage is in the rear, and then it was the 45 of Brett Gill. You just talked about it once to watch. He started in the back. That's because with this flat tire, you get his user, which is really what put it behind him. What I find fascinating too, Steve, is yes, the teams could lower the air pressure late in the race to try to gain an advantage. But as the speeds pick up, you might not even need to lower the air pressure. That's right. You might fall into sort of a window of speed versus tire load, running the same air pressure all day long and have a failure late in the race. Yeah, I try to make us faster. The car's just fast, the track's just fast, and then we jump the limit. And that's really a problem. I'll tell you, I think something bad to blow my Michigan fuel mileage. We talk about, high 40s. Here we are, 53. It'll be 52 laps around. With pit road opens, I believe it's going to open this time. It is going to be an absolute must pit and an absolute must be full. This is a huge advantage for Larson, who has more fuel. So from 9, might jump a little bit. I think everyone will be able to get full on 4 tires. Like maybe only a spot or 2 for Larson, but you have to lead with every single
cars to be a challenge. It's going to be a great battle right here with all the leaders expected to win. What about the time?
And the money stop right here.
23 and 11 teams have been outstanding this year, save for Kyle Larson, all of them inside the top 10. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about it because it took a while for the tires to come in. Balance is good to fire off. Billy's got to take. We're going to make sure we're kind of full of fuel, but we are sending you on the deck. Big old William Byron saying he got just a little bit tight. One number to two. Pretty fuel saying you're going on me. Listen to me.
Oh no, Reddick! And what the heck happened to Miguel?
He knows that the 6 is going to come around him. They have to either move the side back or Reddick has to stop back. You have to control your opportunity. The 45 hit. Almost going to self-block it on this first stop.
There's a place no map will show you. A secret spot. A high-performance hideout for cars that crave chaos. And brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler so baby doubles as a baby kid? Oh, you bet. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride. Look like fun? It is. You in?
Ever since we hired Dale Jr. and I, Rex has stepped into moving fast. All right, looks like the great guy's got a third. That's three. Go, go, go! Order the catering. It's pancakes.
Racetrack. Tonight. Might be one way to go is Michael Tedrow drive. Drive will be too. I used to be an early bird, but psoriatic arthritis stumped my day before it started. Then things started to change for me when I found Vincellix. Now I can't wait to say I'm back.
Vincellix can deliver transformative relief from joint pain and stiffness, less fatigue, and for some, zero swollen joints.
I'm back to what inspires me.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and low ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease occur. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, lost legs, or cough occurs, or you've had a vaccine.
I'm doing stuff.
We're starting to check for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back.
Ask your doctor about Vincellix.
NASCAR on Prime City, Mexico City. Brand new road course with Cup guys. I love it. Sounds like a track with my name on it. Actually, it's called Juan Rodriguez.
True Mexico City, Utah Prime. Before we talk about after the final lap, we got you covered with NASCAR Live from Victory Lane.
Let's go, guys.
Highlights, insights, and the content. Here's immediately after the race. It's NASCAR Live from Victory Lane, presented by Mobile One.
Maybe on this next restart, we do a little car effort side by side. So much fun having the Hall of Famer on the team. Don't forget, post-race coverage comes your way. NASCAR Live from Victory Lane, presented by Mobile One. Full recap in second.
You read it right, Victory Lane. Get back and enjoy it. We're right there. It's going to be awesome.
Let's go down the kill.
Yeah, we saw Tyler Reddick get locked in his pit stall seat card saying there's no excuse for that. These wrong boxes at Michigan. Here's the team communication after the incident. We heard Tyler saying, despite that part, Billy saying it's been like that all day. So the question is, whose responsibility is it? Is it course correcting on the driver, or is it up to crew chief to this driver? Trevor?
Steve, you were talking about those fire issues and how the pace is picking up. Down here on pit road, it's a good 10 degrees cooler as the sun is going behind the clouds, much like our practice conditions. So to start the show, we talked about speed, trimming out the car versus balance. We heard the drivers start to play as the track got hot. Now it's cool up again. We'll see if some of those trimmed out race cars can go get after it. I love that update about the temperature and back to the conversation about running long. Look, it's a mistake people make if it's a human game. I get it. I guess my point
Less than 50 laps.
there should have been some discussion, right? So he knew he was getting lost. Look at the damage here from the button. And a little contact as he
Oh,
just
wow.
got sandwiched into his teammate to get the floor. It's pretty significant contact right here, bam. And so the left rear force concern, right line, it should be okay. We'll see. Takes him to two tires. He's the control car outside lane behind him.
There we go. Commercial free. All right. Green flag back out. Byron's going to go to the top. Come on, Osamar. Here comes Kyle Busch. Aggressive move on the bottom there. Osamar. Oh, Kyle Busch almost got wrecked. Holy cow, that was close. A little too close. Byron gonna take second away from
that 24 is bits ass. I saw a guy if he wins this fucking race. I don't know why, but I just have this hate boner for real Byron for absolutely no reason.
I really want to see Osamar win, man. That would be
Me
amazing
too.
if you could get it done. First win.
Huge storylines with 45 to go next time around. For Shane Van Gisbergen, 16th right now.
Gabriel will just keeps getting better as he just drives across the nose of the 60. You see the way that's the 30 years, right? That way. Really want to watch next week in Mexico City. It's pushing those laws off turn two. Well, his hands rolled there for a second. Chase Elliott, don't give him your room for extra splash of gas. That's going to be a conversation on all these leaders as the 23 off the racetrack low. To his inside here down the front straightaway. Sorry. 19, he's going to clear. Just trying to make some ground up after having the car up. It looks like he'll be running in the top 5. Going to go to the inside of Breeze down the back straightaway. It's way low away from the sun right there. So does SVG down the back straightaway in that 88.
The one thing we hear from all young drivers when we make a start and cut is just how intense the racing is for every
Oh boy. William Byron's closing in on Osamar. Oh boy.
It just never goes away.
No, it's very easy to not have Byron Winston's turns. It's not that hard.
Oh, that was almost a spin. Oh.
Second, the advantage for Carson Hocevar over William Byron. But the 24 is hanging tough after getting up to that runner-up spot. Byron's went 84 laps today. If Byron's had the best car here today. Now can he go over there and take the lead from the 77 Hocevar? Byron's finished second here twice in the last 4 years. 77 radio, Hocevar.
We can give up a little bit, or not give up anything to save fuel. We need to try, but it's going to be a stretch.
That's the 77 short on gas. It's going to be a fuel mileage race. We're talking about the aggression of the 77.
I figured, I mean, the fuel mileage for these cars, like, what, 40-something miles? 40.
So there's Cliff Daniels saying, giving him an update and then do what you got to do. I'll tell you, I've been watching Kyle Larson once again, the burn bar, miles per gallon liter, burning about 5 miles for every gallon of gas used, going about 5, so, 2.5 laps. Kyle Larson going further, saying that 5.2, that's the worst mileage, as in burning the most fuel he has had for the last 5 or 6 laps. I think Kyle Larson found a little pocket in third, and he went to full save. Now look, it's flipped. He saved his fuel. Now, when the leader's trying to save, he's going to go into offense. It's a great accordion effect. Get your fuel savings done like nobody's watching. Then when they try to save, go on the attack. The veteran, the experience of Larson, made it outduel the youth in the 77.
We save enough to get to the checker this time. We just need to control the rate over an option.
So the 77 of Hocevar will want to get a yellow to be able to try to find ways to save some fuel and to get the make it where it is the stretch and then to get to the end. Yeah.
Well, you see William Byron, you guys talked about that accordion effect, not only pushing it to Hocevar, that's because from the drop of this green flag cycle, the team told him, Max saying, we need to see you do what you did earlier. So right now, William Byron not pressing the issue with Hocevar, Trevor.
Yeah, Kyle Larson doing a little bit different technique. Steve mentioned a few months ago his savings were really good. He's actually never getting to line over right now, running about 90 to 80% all the way around the racetrack there. Hocevar, they're going to line open. They didn't jump it down to 70% on the right side of the car. Just remember, miles per gallon, it's like when you buy a car that gets 19 in the city and 33 on the highway, the bigger the number, the further you can go. So if you're trying to save gas, you want to get 5.5 to 6 miles per gallon. If you're trying to go fast, you're burning 4.5 to 5 miles a gallon. So let's take a look at Hocevar's throttle. Pushing the pack, he's probably going to be wide open. I don't see any way he can lift down the straightaways. I bet if we go back to Byron and Larson on the next couple of laps, we might see some park throttle. Getting that toe, if you look at the pace of the race, it's slowed down. He rolled out, and he did. He started. So that's what the 77 is doing to save fuel, is he's lifting way early. He's trying to be able to be in a comfortable position at the end of each straightaway, to be able to lift quite a bit early, go back to 3/4 throttle, allow that 24 to close in, but then use the air to try to block that 24 car, not allow it to get alongside the corner. So you can't save fuel that way. These cars behind him have a better advantage to be able to use the draft and toe to save fuel. Now on board with 24 deal, let's see if it does it any different, right? So the 77 kind of lifted early and rolled out. 24 is wide open here, trying to keep up. We'll see what his throttle looks like at corner entry. This he's carrying the throttle farther down in the corner than the 77. But he's out of the gas a little bit more, but back to full throttle. So he's using more fuel, at least in that particular part of the racetrack on this particular lap. Not lifting very early. The 77 rolling out of the gas right here. Moving down into the corner. Allow that 24 to come. Better mileage, higher miles per gallon. You want to go further on every gallon used. It's just like, efficiency. Now Larson's back here, and he's going to get a toe off both of them. Oh, here we go. Here's side by side race.
right there. Look at fire. Hard throttle, the host bar wide open. Check this out. Top of your screen on the right is the leader, Carson Hocebar. The bottom is second place, William Byron. See, they both run backstretch wide open, right? So leader wide open, second wide open. Oh, Hocebar. I think they're like that. Look at the camera outside. This is happening right here. This is awesome. This is so good right here. Hocebar needs to stay more than the other cars. He's in a tougher position fuel-wise. But they want to push him to try to use fuel. They want to get up there behind him and try to push him to use that fuel, stay on that gas pedal. You just talk about the maturation process of Carson Hocebar. It's everything that has been thrown at him in recent weeks. Starting on the front row for a late restart at Charlotte, has the engine expire. The run-in was Stenhouse last week. Cooper comes back and is able to finish second. And here today, so much time up front, but hanging tough. Look at this right here. 5.8 miles a gallon versus 4.7 for every gallon used. He's running a whole extra half a lap. Remember, higher number, further you can go. Kyle Larson is playing the game. He is sitting in third with 32 laps to go. So you guys push it. You guys break the air. I am back here. You guys distract one another. That is a huge difference. That's a half a lap. For every gallon, he's going a mile further, a half a lap here. So 20 gallons in the tank, right? So you can just do the math out. If you can go a mile extra per gallon, 20 miles in the tank, it's just a huge difference between these cars.
Larson gets significantly better mileage back there where he's at.
Yes, that is exactly what we're saying. And everybody's watching this. Remember, this burn bar is us showing you, the fans, what the teams already know about each other. We're just doing it for all 36 cars in the field. These guys have every bit of information in his 200-mile-an-hour chest. Just think about the layers of talent of Kyle Larson. Good at so many different aspects of it. Great battle right there in 11 and 17. Battle for 6th on your screen at the bottom. And who's going to take it? Back-to-back good runs for Denny Hamlin, third last week in Nashville, but top 10 all day today. And Chris Buescher delivering as well. And his teammate Gibbs moved into 4th place as well. The Buescher was underneath the 38 here. Turn 1 and 2.
Ooh.
That big wiggle. So he's going to lose that spot. Here comes the 54 Gibbs. Gibbs is going to take that spot and also pass the 38 as well. Moving forward. Let's listen to some 5 radio.
When you make it to the end of the race,
Okay, so here's the situation. Sometimes we have guys at different times. The whole field can't get. They're all short. Some have better miles than others. But when Cliff said right there and say, man, we can make it, which maybe we didn't think we could if you do 20 more laps. But if they start pushing, don't let people go. Because look, we still have 30 laps to go. We've seen tires go flat, cars wreck. There still could be a yellow. So save as much as you can until the 54 back there in 4th, or Zane Smith in 5th is up there trying to pass you, then you have to do something different. Yeah, that's the question for me is what car out of this frame, like the 54 Gibbs, can get up there and really push these cars, push the 5, push the 24, push the 77 to start using the gas pedal more. What does Ty Gibbs have to lose? This guy's sitting out of the points battle. He did not play his way in to the playoffs. He's going all out, risking everything to win these races. And Kyle Larson was running a marathon right behind the 54. Ty Gibbs was trying to run the 400-meter, right? He is pushing the issue as hard as he can. Kyle Larson is an absolute fuel runner. You know how much he learned this in the Indy 500. This is such a big thing in moving wheel. I wonder if he learned this draft or as well with these coaches. The youth right here in the 54 is trying to push these guys. Let's listen in to the entertainment man, the guy leading Carson Hocebar.
everybody here's in Virginia. We're still about 4 laps short. We can
All right, so he says we can't save it up. I just want you to save as much as you can to keep the lead. We get a caution, we can save. Yeah, you know that. I mean, 4 laps, 8 miles. That's a long way.
try to take some of these positions. That's what the 5 doesn't want. That's what the 24 doesn't want. They start racing a little bit harder to keep going, keep their second, third place position. Look at the top 10 and the wins this year. Solid goose eggs there. And what that would do to upset the playoff apple cart. Roll the dice, gamble if you need to, do anything you can to put yourself in position to lock up one of those coveted playoff positions.
Just go. Soon as post the ball, we think he's short. Iron Larson gets Manley. You mentioned the guys that have one pushes back there. There's just so many guys in the field.
That's how it is. Stay close to Larson.
One yellow, take all that stuff, pump it away, and then decide if you need tires, if you need some fuel. It just moves. The tire moves so quick in traffic. It does. And Kyle Larson's managing a couple resources right now. The fuel, you got it well covered. That's all last base, right? But Daniels was just reminding us about that battery and shooting alternator. That's time base. That's not about how many laps you have left in the race. It's how long is this going to race the truck go? So throw all those in this morning. Meanwhile, back in fifth, this good play into Denny Hamlin's hand. He's had several conversations with Chris Gale, his crew chief. And Gale told him moments ago, all 4 in front of you on the title full. They likely cannot make it. We can be a right to the number. Reiterating the time to you. Just to confirm, we do not need to say the rule. We do not need to say the rule. Right now, we're on the platform.
All right, that's good. That's good.
All the strategy today could come down to this. And then again, to get the Michigan win.
Gets racing. Hasn't won here since 2015. Matt Kent's been done.
So Danny's making 4.46 right now. Lucifer getting worse mileage or probably that mileage saving. So then to go just seems to be super efficient, right? He's getting the mileage that guys on that side he can make it just go full speed. Some of that's driving style, some of it's engine combination. Dale, you talk drag and downforce. Well, if you have downforce in your car, it's harder to push with the wind. It takes a little bit more fuel. So a lot of things going in. And I wondered if the 54 could drive up here and actually take the spots away. Driving on board with his car. A little bit of the off throttle right there. A little safe fuel saving, it sounds like, entering turn 1. Also heard him several laps forward. Time gets lifted right there on the corner exit. Not sure they cars got lucky. There he is, 3/4 throttle. So he's in safe mode as well. He drove up to the back bumper of these cars. He's got the leaders in front of him. Now he's going to sit here and try to save a little bit of fuel. Who can drive up behind him and pressure him? Is that his teammate? Denny Hamlin? Trevor? The outside ends one of those drivers pushing the pace. Sounds like they've got a lot and a half short with this pace right now. So either something's going to have to change in their driving style, or they're going to have to hope for some options.
Look at Byron up there, taking a peek.
Yeah, I think right there, Byron was legitimately trying to get the inside of the 77. A little bit surprised by that. Maybe called the 77 sleeping a little bit, trying to save fuel. That's what I was going to ask. So I'm only used to coaching from on top of the pit box, giving the information, taking in the seat. Like how much distract when everybody starts running hard throttle, it feels like you get this awkward authority. It's like if you ever get caught sleeping too far off the throttle or catch a guy in front of you sleeping. Yeah, I think so. I mean, you're probably getting information. The spotters are all up there probably communicating a little bit with each other. Hey man, the 24 says he's fine. They're saving. The 24's not pushing. He's saving. You might not, you might be paying attention more about what you're doing and kind of not looking in that mirror as much. This the 24 of Woody Byron is sticking there trying to take that spot away really quick. But this is also getting toward the end of the tire run. Handling's going away. We might see some cars like the 77 just struggle on balance and give the 24 opportunities to drive up there beside him. So we're focusing on also, right? Because this is the week of November. This ain't side we were talking about. It's for the whole year. Right? So let's remind everyone there were 12 teams to go in the regular season, 12 races left. So a win would be huge for Hosenbar, but who else is going to have the day? Bowler's ranked 16th on the points, right? Plus 16. He's in the garage. What about Reese or Bush? Right, running out of gas. One lap before the finish can cost you 20 points all the day. I mean, look how close the points are. So this anxiety that we're talking about from the leaders, the whole field is, in their car at home, and it says, 20 miles to empty, and you're deciding if you can make it to the next exit on Interstate. These guys are doing it for their playoff looks.
Look at Hosenbar. He's up there right now, though, because he's leading. But even if he didn't have race lead right now. He would be above the cut line. But that's why you say it's so critical.
Oh no!
No.
Heartbreaker for Hocevar yet again. You gotta be kidding me. You have gotta be kidding me.
Good ways. I'm probably just gonna leave the swim at this point if I win someone. I don't know.
You gotta be. What? This guy has the speed to make the playoffs, and yet execution has. Well, I guess you can't say execution. Just bad luck. Oh boy. Oh man, that sucks for Carson, man. I want him to succeed, man.
Yeah, because he's the only slide that is in a fucking cardboard cutout.
Feel.
Hopefully Danny Hamlin wins somehow.
Hopefully, man. I mean, they did say he was good on fuel, so.
I say, in my opinion, I wouldn't waste a Hensley Paul's swing.
There you go, Danny. He's up to third. On Danny.
I wish that tournament would turn his ass off and win.
11 laps to go. What a duel at the front.
There we go.
The Daytona 500, Denny Hamlin, a pair of victories this year. And Ty Gibbs starting to make up a little ground in third now. He's looking for his first career victory at age 22.
Coming in 10 to go.
You gotta stick to your plan. It's like if you're running a long run, you have to pace yourself. 20 miles to the finish. 10 laps is still a long time. I've never run a marathon, but Adam, you have, right? I love it. We got to pit. Run that thing until the sunset. There was a time when you go from switch 1 to switch 2 and all these things in the fuel cell. Those days are basically over. They give you a little warning to drive it back to your road, but no warning to run a whole other lap. 24 down at the bottom of the racetrack. Just block the line there. Give a little bit of a breather. Let Denny Hamlin out of the gas. Way back behind them, you see Larson saving. Behind him, Chris Buescher is coming. The 17 car.
Chris Buescher's gonna. Looks like he's in the past Larson.
On the 5 car. Chris won here 2 years ago. RFK all-time wins leader in Michigan. 14 victories for the organization. All 3 of their cars top 11 today. 17 going by. But now they can't even. He needs to go. This 17's going to have a shot to close the gap and try to get into this battle for the win. He's got to make this pass quick. Off a couple of hits there, did Buescher to the lead. About 2 seconds back. 5.3 for the second advantage. 8 laps to go. I'm nervous. I'm a mess. I'm a dog to fight. I'm nervous. They let him play at the track here, trying to pull this momentum together to come off the top of the hill. Down the back straightaway. Byron getting more aggressive with those blocking maneuvers, trying to break the draft. Talked about being this final exam, and that's these nerves, right? You fill out all the things that you're double checking your answers, triple checking your math. Big run right here. Denny trying at the top of the racetrack, trying to keep that momentum up. Oh, here comes the 24 again. They're blocking really aggressively right here. There was going to be a crossover. Byron covers. 7 to go as they race off turn 2. Byron does a good job right there of taking the air away. He's got to work on that down in turn 3 and 4, not allow that 11 car to use the top of the racetrack to be able to get those runs. He's getting down the front straightaway. Here comes Denny again. Denny seeing him in the third group right there. He's going to have another one of those runs down the front straightaway. Byron's going to have to block it aggressively. Huge run from the 11. Here he goes.
Let's go. 6 to go.
No pressure from the 54. Reading on the radio, looking at the telemetry. Ty Gibbs is gambling on these 2 running each other out. He has thrown the towel in on passing him. He's on full save. He loves what Hamlin's doing. Go run the 24 out, and hope the 11 does as well. All right, Denny's right here on the back straightaway. Here's Hamlin looking to the outside. Nothing doing. Byron pulls up.
Levin's had a 1 on that 24 by the time to deal on the front slats.
The track there, exactly where he needs to be. You see, Denny can't close the gap, can't put the run together. He'll get the drive down the straightaway, but it should be enough to put him in a position to make a pass down here.
5 to go.
And he's going to drive
Come on.
down into the corner.
Byron got all loose.
Right there.
Let's go.
Side by side, this is what he needs. Denny Hamlin is there. Drive to the inside, William Byron.
Let's go.
He makes the pass. 24 fighting back in the outside lane.
Come on.
Gonna be 4 laps to go this
Here
time.
comes Ty Gibbs.
Trying to hang on. Hamlin not going away.
Come on.
What a race for the top spot at Michigan.
Come on, please. Oh my gosh. 4 to go. That's going to give Ty Gibbs more speed. This is good. Oh my gosh.
Byron slides it off the corner, and once again he's back up front, but now Hamlin digging inside.
Come on.
Perfect side drive right there. Then he's gonna
Clear. Let's go.
Off the turn 4, coming back to the start finish
Here you go. Come on. Don't. Here you go. 4 miles left. Hey, your pick's about to take second. Come on. Byron's out. Byron's out. Come on. Final lap. Yes, sir! Got it! Win number 3, boys. Woo!
Hey, Wallace is into the top 5.
Amazing. Woo!
My pick, I almost got white. Bussa and Sutton.
Yes, sir!
I was so close.
Woo! Woo! Get it? What an amazing race. I'll tell you what. Let's go. Woo! Number 3. Woo! Let's go.
Saving fuel. That last green flag run. Did it wow. Your team told you had a quarter to the good, but then you raced it out with Byron. Was there any points during that battle you were nervous maybe you would run out of fuel?
No, not really. I wanted to get the lead. Obviously, he was doing a great job defending, but Abby, I'm sorry, but I beat your favorite driver for this.
Let's go.
Let's rewind the past couple of weeks. You look back at Charlotte, arguably lost the race because you didn't have enough fulfilling issue. So the trailer was like, you watch how satisfying is it to come here and win after the last few weeks?
Oh, it's
Oh
fantastic.
my gosh.
This whole team has done a great job. We've been so fast throughout the entire year. Just haven't finished it for one reason or another. But it feels good up here in Michigan where we've been so close to the leaders and give it to Yahoo.
57th win.
It's such a gratifying day to restart and let something like that in the drive.
I know you told me you weren't really concerned about fuel, but how much discipline did it take during the beginning of the run to make sure you saved enough?
Well, I was going wild pretty much the entire time. Once I got to the lead, that's when I started saving. He kept telling me I was good, and I knew I was going to have to go 100% to get around everybody, but just working more well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And here a winner!
Woo!
The three victories this year for Hamlin.
All right. Wow. Awesome. What an amazing race. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Huh. Third win of the season. Let's get it. Yeah. What do you think of the race?
8 out of 10.
Amazing, man.
I might be a wolf bias this one, so.
I enjoyed this one. Yeah. So anyways, this is Preston, and
Ace lost
I
team.
don't know which way. Yep. Peace out, y'all. Woo!